Todd, there's a human in the top 4 with Sock. How's that possible?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I guess we put 2 humans in round 1 against one another. That definitely helped. But no, Sock had a really great series against Focus. It's kind of weird because in my mind, human against Orc was going to be really hard dispatch, and then Sock just kind of demolishes Focus. I had this like preconceived idea of what matchups are going to be a certain way, but in certain scenarios, it's going to be shattered, right? Like Orc was supposed to be better against Elf now than it was last patch.
Yeah.
And then Cindy beat Soin, and then he beat Hitman.
Yeah.
So maybe we still got the same garbage matchup. I don't know. It's still very early. That's why when I look at those matches, like so far, we barely had any proper high-level matches, I feel like, on the new patch. So I'm going to be discovering with you what's going on.
Hey everybody, just a quick break before we go into this match. This W3Champions Finals is powered by Scale Tippers, so if you're tired of your old habits of sitting on your ass all day and eating frozen pizza every day, Scale Tippers is there to break these habits. They offer long-term nutrition and workout plans for you to exercise from home. You don't have to go to the gym and embarrass yourself with the first exercises. No, you hop on a call with them, they counsel you a little bit, and then they work out a plan that fits you, your needs, and your taste. We are very, very happy to be with Scale Tippers, and if you want to give them a little thank you, go check them out on Instagram, go check them out on YouTube, where they show a little bit of what they do, and check out thescaletippers.com. And now, enjoy the W3Champions Finals. Lolite waiting in the quarterfinal for either Colorful or Starbuck. Is this the first time ever? Yeah, it absolutely is. We've never seen this before, and the first match they ever play against each other in tournaments is Twisted Meadows. Ain't that beautiful?
Fuck, champ. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, you were advocating against it, huh? We wanted to
terrible
introduce
map.
Twisted to Meisterschaft.
I mean, most players, I think, they don't want the new maps. That's why we're not going to have them pretty much in that. It's EU is 5, by the way?
What?
The server is EU is 5, or do you know?
Remo? Oh, I think it's
CN North 2.
Oh, okay. I was getting some spikes at first. I was like, this is weird, but I think it's kind of gone away now. Yeah, so this Twisted Meadows is cross map only, I believe, and that makes it like, you can't get like spawn unlock here if you're Starbuck, so he can easily do his lab first if he wants to. That should be the build. Usually the question is, Demon Hunter and Immolation, how do you counter that? Is that even what we see? I mean, I think we all expect to see it quite a bit. And how does Starbuck play against it in that? Does he want to expand or does he want to try one base? He goes Mount Thinking first. Oh my god.
What the hell? Wasn't that Remo's suggestion versus Night Elf?
I mean, it's kind of weird actually, because now that there's a lot of Demon Hunter with Immolation, you kind of have to go Evasion as well. So you can kind of bring back a lot of the heroes like Mount Tanking or even like, Panda second that maybe you wouldn't have thought about before against a Demon Hunter. But it's a Warden on the other side, so perhaps Starbuck was counting on this. He was counting on Colorful to go for a Warden here. Nowadays, when you prepare for a match, you really want to watch a lot of replays of your opponents. You have access to all the replays on the W3Champions ladder. So I guess Starbuck did his homework, and he probably saw that Colorful, plays Warden here sometimes, if not like more often than just sometimes, and he thought that Mount Tanking would be a great way to counter.
Yeah, I saw that in one of the recent tournaments. Colorful really likes to play Warden these days. I'm still not a big fan of his Warden, so to me it seems like a good shot for Starbuck to counter that, but also at Raraland, when he was up against the Warden of Lawlight, he got demolished on Autumn Leaves. Hopefully things go better here now.
I like that the Footman was threatening. I don't think you can think about like one match happened the one time. Especially at the time he was probably not as prepared for that specific matchup. Now he's had, a while to prepare for it. I feel like Starbuck is one of the people that puts the most effort into preparing for his matches here, so he shows up really, really strong usually. Okay, straight expo. So no lab crab first. He gets a pennant of energy, so the mana pool is going to be massive here for him. He's taking a lot of damage from just the crit. Look at his Mount Tanking. He's beat up.
Whoops, would love to have a Ring of Regeneration here. There we go. That's an invite for the Warden in just a bit, starting with Shadow Strike and Big Heal Potion. We got a handful of subs. Thank you very much. Pims, Canberra, Roffel die Katz for the 2 gifted subs, Gussid, and Black Rayman gifting the €1 to me, Hazorps for the poor. That's what he's called me. Ridiculous.
Starbuck's mountain king, man. He took so much damage. He's limping. Like Remo on a Saturday night at 4 a.m. in the streets of Mainz. Hopefully he doesn't throw up either as well.
He can be lucky if he's just not lying around. Let's see.
Barefoot.
Do you think that Remo's throwing hammers as well, just like the Mountain King did?
God, I hope not.
Oh! That was sweet.
Greater healing is really nice for Colorful. It gives him like a safety net in case his hero starts taking a lot of damage. And when you straight expo like this, the annoying part is that you can't get level 3 very easily. However, it puts pressure on Colorful to do something about it. Because his opponent now is going to start mining from double gold mine extremely early in the game.
And then he can attack really fast and unfold that tier 3 army. Colorful, his Engine of War is not in position for the next camp. Only now, so Warden progress, not the greatest.
Let's go to a small green as well. I guess there was not much else could have done unless you wanted to have moved it like more to the left side and do the green that's there. It's not a super small camp like it used to be. I kind of like that they changed that at least on the map. But it's for Starbuck to prevent that from happening, by the way, because like he should be creeping either 3 himself or preventing the Warden from getting 3. But now he's not really doing that, and the Warden's closing in on that very important level right now.
Holy shit, we got a $100 donation by Scale Tippers. We took care about the competitors. Don't forget our dedicated Back to Warcraft team. So sweet, I might just reinvest that into a new nutrition plan. Thank you guys.
So, it was close enough to the Moonwell actually. I didn't think so, but still gonna fall here, the Troll Priest. And Mount taking, ooh, he dodges the Shadow Strike. Very well done, however, like, healing is extremely difficult. Because he has to use that from the Arcane Vault, it takes a while, and there is a chance he gets caught even before the full heal can come in. Second barracks by Starbuck, so he wants to spam Footman with defense, probably. Make sure he can hold.
Yeah, there's no blacksmith, just a lumber mill coming up. That's of course a feast for the Warden. Especially when we get Fenrir knives. Tier 2 on the way, Counter Expo on the way.
A great way to heal here would be if he would go to the mercenary camp and get the Troll Priest, but he needs to buy stuff here or he's dead, I think.
Careful, he got the boots, that's nice. Trying to hide, that doesn't work too well. Shadow Strike goes off before the Stormbolt. But there's of course Blink, there's way more Shadow Strike. Huh? The football blocking. Okay.
Yeah, nice block.
Not dead.
Nicely done, but yeah, it's still like not looking too good. Like he doesn't have a town portal. He won't have access to potions for a very long time. Like his tech started extremely late because he went for second racks. And Starbuck actually needs to work on his peasant count on lumber. He's gonna need at least a few more. I think 2 or 3 more would be really good. And on the other side, Colorful's just gonna want to exploit the bottom. Question is he gonna play solo Warden here, as you would often want to do, or does he actually go into a second hero? And on the other side, when you play against Warden with Mountain King first, I guess you're mostly gonna want to go castle with some knights, maybe some breakers, and usually you can mix in some siege engines as well to try and kill like Moonwells and slow down the elf.
I would love to see that. Mountain King versus Warden Derby continues. Can you get a last hit? That's big experience. Could have been denied, maybe. But okay, you, the inventor of Mr. Supply, saying that a 44 army is weaker than the 26 army?
Well, it's not exactly the army right now. He has a lot of peasants.
Okay, I get it.
He's invested into the economy. The Ancient of War at the bottom almost died. Colorful.
Oops.
He got caught off guard by this timing, and his Ancient of War was like way too deep. That's really, really bad, actually. Footman now working on the Wisp.
Muddy is too powerful, man. Can't deal with that.
Money leads everything.
Exactly. Shadow Strike.
The MK.
Wait, is he just... Oh no! How can he be saved? He can't. That feels a little careless.
Yeah, I don't know what was the exact plan. I guess it's like slowing down the opponent at any cost is what he was trying to do.
It also seems calculated. He was at the tavern. He's pretty rich. Maybe
it's almost 4. So
That's a problem. Yeah, gifting level 2 hero away, not the greatest. But towers are up, rifles are coming, tech is done. Instantly going tier 3. And still 2 base, 1 base.
I like the castle, like it's really become standard. You cannot stay tier 2. Even if you play standard Archmage, you have to go castle nowadays. It's gotten quite a bit to be able to counter effectively. But well, let's see how much experience Colorful gets from this camp here. And it does feel that he's just going to want to stick to the solo Warden. When does he retrain? I guess he might want to try and get level 5 first. And then he can start attacking peasants all over. And Aviary in the main base for Starbuck. So he's not going to do the style with... Even though he already has double barracks, he's not going to do the style with knights, breakers, siege engines, and adding a couple mortars to counter dryads.
Yeah,
he cancelled.
Huh? Okay.
He doesn't have the woods, to be honest. Like,
a player's forces are under attack.
Remember, I told you he should add a couple more peasants. Look at the main. He has 6 and 3 in the expo. That's 9 lumber peasants total. You need like 12 or 13 when you expo like this to afford everything.
The TQ 2 upgrades, pretty lumber heavy, but yeah, Shredder would be nice, more peasants would be nice. In general, very low supply at the moment, and he allows Colorful free level 5 Warden, basically.
Yeah, he made the second lumber upgrade at least. And yeah, we see now out of the blacksmith, black gunpowder as well as iron plating. So this looks like siege engines, most likely. I mean, it could be Jaros if he really wants to get wild. Paladin second. Of all things. Very often you'll have a Blood Mage check in here, but he wants to be able to keep his Mount Tanking alive better.
Okay, against the Shadow Strike it makes sense. Against Fan of Knives, other spells might just be better. Stormbolt here, more distraction, Warden says hello. And yeah, Dryads, just Dryads at this point.
No staff on the mountain. He's gonna have to TP.
Potion for now, Stormbolt lasts a while. Weird.
This is really achieving nothing. Like, like why did he even go? Oh, okay, Panda second. So now that the Warden was close to level 5, he's like, okay, I'll get a second hero after all.
And tanks are coming. But only 2 workshops? I always feel like you need 3. But maybe it's just distraction to buy time for other stuff. Knights Mortars.
He didn't have the wood. That's the problem.
And he doesn't have the wood, yeah.
I think he should have gone for a Shredder. Because like he could have made defense. That would have helped a lot against the camp. And then you buy the Shredder on the spot. It helps you creep. And then you get infinite lumber after that.
Just like Colorful did, but Starbuck wants to snipe it. Away we go. But I don't think he has the dam. Oh, he blinked against the trees? What was that? That was a little odd. But Shredder is a big boy. He can help himself.
On the other side, Panda's gonna start creeping on his own. That's a lot of Dryads, actually. Very unusual. You kinda wanna skip them there at this stage, or like there's not even anything to read this useful.
No, first useful of the day. I thought I could go on without it, but no, of course, with you and Remo here on the broadcast, no chance for that. Panda level 2.
Remo's tempted right now to unmute.
Yeah. She's probably muted. Dispull. He's just talking to himself. Oh, God.
I knew he was coming. Alright, so 2 knights, 2 more tanks. And he's gonna save the first 2 that he made.
MK. Ooh.
Oh my god. 2 sappers. Oh my god. There's no Nature's Blessing. The tree's dead.
No
Unless
way.
he can repair instantly, but he's not in position with the wisps.
Boop.
Good night. Boom. That was timed perfectly as well.
Oh man. Stressful minute for Starbuck. First the Mountain King, then the Sappers. Nicely done. And now we're talking again. Tanks not finding any impact yet, just preparing. We got Orb of Darkness, not the item he was looking for.
The Mountain King was a decoy.
It was.
He was like, look at me, I'm playing so bad. You're gonna kill my Mountain King. Boom.
200 IQ trickster, this Starbuck.
You know what Dryads are really bad against, by the way? Siege engines.
Yeah. But they would win a straight up fight.
Yes. There's never a straight up fight in this video game.
If only they had given them attack against units.
And Moonwell's gonna start to be under assault here. There's still no Nature's Blessing being queued.
Wow.
Take a deep breath, Neo. I know you're not happy with it.
I know. But I'm not complaining if this gives us a long 5-game series. Skip Nature's Blessing all you want. And yeah, you gotta respond to that at some point, because the tanks are already paying off, I feel.
Look, he's gonna time the staff on the pala. No. He transfers TP. Okay, never mind. That's something else. Those tanks doing so much damage. They're going for the main base now. 1-1 upgrades. Forces a town portal. This is terrible.
Panda, yeah, can deal with them now. This is a lot of repair. This is colorful stuck at 40 pop. Needs 3 more moon worlds, or you know, a tree or life or whatever. I do feel like this is the chance to expand maybe a 3rd time. Yeah, here we go. Boys are coming to the upper right.
Yeah, maybe you should have brought some ivory towers. That would have helped. If you can get a couple towers up, it's already so much easier to make sure you secure that. You have to be careful with siege engines. They do give a lot of experience. Warden already got level 5. You really don't want to push that to level 6 too quickly. And Colorful, he probably feels like he still needed Shadow Strike up until now for when the army showed up. But see, this would be actually, I think, a good timing to retrain and start harassing. You probably should carry a Town Portal though. Because against non-tanking, you're out of position one time, you're gonna pay the price.
I was about to say the same. Just go to the shop, you got all the gold, you can't invest it into army anyway. But uh-oh, no Stormbolt and the Warden is coming in! Oh wow, goes for the Paladin though, everything is invulnerable. Who got the item? Ah, ring +5 on the Paladin, I'm sure you love that item.
Oh. He has no temple. Oh, he faked the blink.
Will he kill the Paladin though?
Yeah, he can staff. Starbuck's got the staff loaded, so he might fake. Colorful might fake to fall staff. And then go for the MK. Just goes for it.
Nice little dodge. Here comes the bash. And Warden blinks away. Blood Mage coming. More Knights coming. Tanks in as well.
No, one tank on the left. Leave me alone. I'm headed home already.
Okay, the fight is over. 3rd defend upgrade coming. Blood Mage is out. Warden controlled well with that bolt. Force into another blink. And she's far away from level 6.
Oh, he made a cannon tower. That's so sick. In the top right. If that completes, good luck attacking that. And Starbuck has done a very good job applying a ton of pressure, building up his knight count. Actually, one of those is kind of stuck in a cage right now in the main base, unfortunately for him. But he has +2 armor. So eventually, like, he should soon be able to start taking a fight. Especially imagine if he made a couple of mortars to deal with those dryads.
Yeah, that transition should be easy. Also, frag shards is helping the cannon tower. Kind of broke at the moment for a transition, but also a lot of investments coming in.
And we have the 2nd staff now. No on sale, only 200 gold. Absolutely love it.
I think it was Remo Demo advocating for it, huh? Want to give a little thank you?
He did one good thing in his whole life. Well done.
Wow.
And the orb. Don't forget about the orb.
What a guy.
Oh, cannon tower's up. Look at that impact. 100 damage.
The cannon tower must be like having a dialogue with it. He's like, am I a joke to you? You're sending dryads to kill me? Well, kill 100.
On the other side, Starbuck is sending knights to kill the tree, but you see the impact that Nature's Blessing is doing. Wait
only the Panda?
What? Rest of the army didn't portal with them. Oh no!
Testing the Warden in. The tree is dead, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Starbuck, you madman.
And he has a town portal to get everything out safely. Second
There was
base
only 2 wisps in there.
killed for the 2nd time. Ooh boy. Big chance for Starbuck to take Twisted now.
Okay, a bit slow with the staff here. He could have saved the Blood Mage. Almost surrounds the Panda. Transfer on the invuln. Last second here for Colorful. He had full inventory, so he couldn't transfer the staff. He's gonna dodge the bolt. That's beautifully done here.
Uh-oh, Shadow Strike. Paladin gets away for now. Needs some healing. Denies it. That's a busy altar here. And the Knights are still stuck.
Yeah, he needs to like start working on chopping down some of the trees here on the corners. This is kind of bad to have this many units. Are going to be stuck in a second, especially they got +3 armor and he just got +1 attack. So fantastic upgrades for Starbuck. On the other side, we only have 1-1 for Colorful.
Alright. Another attempt of expanding here, bottom left. Protected by 2 engines of war. Let's see for how long.
The knight. Stay alive until the staff.
Man, Muddy is really powerful today. Another attack coming north, upper right-hand side, and I'm not sure if Starbuck is ready for that. Now buys the Zeppelin to finally free his knights. They had a good rest, so defend your hometown.
Player's forces are under attack.
He needs to get on that ASAP. He didn't have a town hall. That base might be gone, actually. I think he has to defend, but he has no mana. This is a really tricky spot, actually. Really great timing. I think maybe just let it die. And then let the tanks on the other side do damage. Because Colorful is across the map, he cannot be defending at home as well. There is a tank in bottom left as well, taking out the tree.
So annoying. Wait, can he deal with that with the 3 armor? Is that another expansion just killed?
I think Starbuck should have just prepped, but maybe he was worried like his Expo, his natural would be attacked first. He only has 2 towers. That's kinda, that would be so easy to attack into. He could have done the island or like the Mer camp.
Okay, Colorful is staffing back, but only Warden, not Panda, is dealing with a town hall. Another tank is coming. Honk, honk.
She could riot. Look. The sick bash.
Okay, 1-for-1 trade. That still makes it so Starbuck is up the base. Supply is even.
Player's forces are under attack.
But now the Panda is in a
TP.
little bit of trouble. Yeah, TP. Must be. There we go.
Oh, yeah, only 1 base for Colorful. 63 supply. This is really bad.
Yeah, and also only 1,000 gold remaining in that base.
And finally, Mortars.
Frag Shots is ready too. I don't want to be a Dryad now.
Yeah, that's... They're gonna die very quickly. Usually top elves are very good at dodging those shots. The thing is, like, once you have like 3+ Mortars, it's insane. Like, you just can't dodge much. You just run around and you get splashed anyway very quickly.
I thought you would be saying, but this is colorful, so it's not a top elf.
I would never. No, I think Colorful's really good.
He is. He is. Just not a fan of his Warden play. And his micro and his macro and his decision making. His creep routes lack a little bit, you know. Oh, he's a great guy. And he's aiming for a creep jack now.
Actually, that's a sick creepjack because the camp is far from done. Starbuck with a great pickup here. On the Zeppelin gets camp. Yeah, Mortars are gonna die this quick. They're not gonna do much against riots. Starbuck should get out here.
I think so too. Mortar is protected, but that's about it. Mountain King at 50%. Pretty tanky. Here's the TP right after the stab with the Blood Mage. Ooh, sick Holy Light. And that Knight saved as well.
He overstayed. This was like a really bad position. He was fighting the creeps at the same time. Do the island, Starbuck. I dare you. Dare you.
Main base is empty for Starbuck. 200 gold remaining for Colorful.
Forces are under attack.
He should have TP'd to his expo actually, because now you have to run from the main to the expo. It takes like a long time.
Yeah, I guess he was panicking a little bit, and the Knights are stuck again.
Oh my god! No, on the left side there is an entrance now.
Is there though?
Yeah.
Ah, now he finds the way. He got the map. Okay, someone had to show him the way.
I think Starbuck should probably sell Quell Talus.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Not very useful. Like he could use the gold to secure his expo with some towers. Maybe one scroll also would be amazing. He needs a good fight, like a good position, open up with some nukes, take a lot of the mana away from his opponent on his heroes because they're very powerful, especially that Warden very close to getting 6 now as well.
Yeah, Panda also close to 5. Was about to mention it, man. This is huge upgrades for Colorful if he gets there. Starbuck has another set of peasants ready.
With Fun of Knives being there now, if those mortars die very quickly, like with this many knights against riots, you're gonna struggle a lot. So that's the challenge for Colorful, is getting to the mortars and killing them at the back line. And for Starbuck, it's to keep the mortars alive and get rid of those dryads. If he can, the dryads give quite a bit of experience. If he can do that, he's gonna get like MK5 instantly, Blood Mage probably to 3 very soon.
I'd love that. He also gets Flare for more vision, I think on Twisted. That's always a good upgrade. Oh, and again, Colorful with the Creep Jack. There is there a TP? No, there isn't.
Ah, weird, he's sending the dryads to the right side.
Oh.
Maybe a bit hesitant to actually go for a fight, because if you come into that fight, yeah, that's it. That's the fight for the game. Dryads are gonna come in from behind.
So many
Starbuck
knights.
very patient with the bolts, by the way, as he should be.
Yeah, if you don't have an archmage. Oh man, the mortars needs to save them. Here we go.
Oh my god, that Zep is so smart.
Oh, none of it crashes though. Now the mortars out of the fight. Can they still connect? Wait, the bears can't attack them, can they? Ah, a little bit.
What?
There we go.
No.
Okay, weird position.
Fake shelter.
Oh, flame strike pretty good. So is the fan. Heal scroll was in time. The Zeppelin crashes, so no way of risking saving them now. Mountain King 5, still lots of mana. In the meantime, Paladin, trouble, Invo Potion, but Divine Shield, I guess. What a crazy fight this is, but I think
He has
Starbuck
no mana
just
for
takes
Holy
it.
Lights.
Oh.
To transfer a potion, maybe he has a big invuln that's going to be transferred, and you can't siphon the Pala while Divine Shield is on as well.
Oh,
Oh my god, the mana!
Oh my god, what a game. Still no level 6, still no level 5.
Starbuck has 75 supply, he's expanding in bottom left!
Yeah,
He's taking all the expos.
upper right as well.
I think he's got it. It's like, how is he supposed to lose from there? He's looking too good at this point. Great upgrades. Powerful, can only rely on these heroes to try and win this, but Blood Mage will do a fantastic job, especially once it's 3.
Never underestimate a Warden ultimate and a Panda on level 5 on the way to 6, but yeah, I think so too. Like, Starbuck is in a great position. The Tree of Eternity is not moving. Colorful is at 1 base at max. And he can't really do too much against the 2 base of Starbuck. How long is this expo for? Okay, natural expansion by Starbuck is about to expire as well.
Yeah. He might take the one on the left side, but he would have to go and creep it. And he knows that if he does that, he's probably going to be attacked on the right side. He's actually sending the peasants in. Okay. He cancelled the expo on the left side because he saw a wisp thing there maybe, and he was like, okay, well, this is a bad idea. This is just going to feed experience and die instantly. I don't want to commit to a fight yet. He probably wants to wait until he's remade a couple mortars to make sure he can get rid of Dryads properly. Get 1 or 2 scrolls. I think that's super important. He's already got 1, but I think 1 more would be absolutely amazing for the fight.
A storm is brewing. This is probably not the game you want to play at around midnight. When you're a family man and you gotta get up early every day. I don't envy Colorful in this position.
It's really hard from there for him. Like, I don't know what it is he's supposed to do, because again, the pressures on him is behind economically. Okay, actually the expo, the natural Starbuck expired now, but you can expect he's going to take a new one. Colorful commits. He needs to be really careful with that Warden, actually.
Level 6 now. That's what he wanted. Jumps out. No way of stopping that. And now it's a whole different game. Now that we can use the avatar, there is a chance to come back for Colorful.
There's not much Moonwells to work with. Look at this.
Oh.
Stas back home. He's barely going to get like... Actually, never mind. I guess Wellspring's one hell of a drug. He got far more than I thought he would here.
Maybe I should go swimming more often. These wells look really good. In the meantime, tanks again. And the rest...
5.
Oh. Okay, not enough. Not this time.
And already being 5 here. This is a very important bit of extra experience. If you do end up seeing the level 6, it's going to be amazing for fighting.
Also, having this many knights and 3 mortars in your opponent's base also feels quite good. Production building wrecked. What's next? Bucky still has income.
There's 3 mortars and a 4th one on the way.
That will probably be intercepted though. Ah, no. Dryads show some mercy. Okay, let the Warden games begin.
I'll manage this to siphon the Panda at least. Flame strikes. Mortars connecting.
Flame strike only level 1. That's not
The
that
Warden,
great.
the Warden. Oh my god.
There's
Dodge the ball.
no moon juice and no shop anymore. This is problematic. But the bears are chewing through. Starbuck is losing quite a lot. And he can't really connect onto these Dryads. The mortars were either dead or had to run. But Colorful portals away again. Repositioning. Now let the reju work. But yeah, Starbuck needs a heal scroll. Yesterday.
Those rejuve are going to be huge here if he can keep the heroes alive. The Warden doesn't have a stuff of preservation. It's on the Panda and the Panda goes down. What a mistake. Maybe he went back in a little too quick. The Panda had so much mana as well.
3 knights about to fall, but they have like 13 armor. It's a little deceiving. Warden also under pressure. should be able to get out. Into the shadows they go. Warden will be level 7 if these knights all fall.
Still a bolt. Starbuck trying to deal with the army. Here it's gonna help tremendously against this. All the knights are going down. Colorful. Might be holding. And he didn't restart the panda. I forgot to restart the panda.
Oh no! That's a huge mistake. He has the resource for a long time. Now, Blood Mage feeding this MK almost close to 6. Holy Light should be ready again soon. And it's only these spirits. That's basically what's left. Plus the Warden, of course, but there's no mana. Panda takes 99 seconds to come back. And the Avatar. Oh, Bash. Blood Mage, Blood Mage.
Running.
Oh my god. Now the spirits all disappearing. What a game this is, Todd.
And the altar. It's right there.
Oh, no mortars anymore. But it should still be enough.
Starbuck has an Ancient of 4 in top right, and those peasants are not too healthy already.
Ouch. Dryads intercepting again. Siphon. So good. This Blood Mage didn't do the biggest job.
The Ancient of 4 is gonna kill everything in top right. What the hell is
this? Dryads are coming in now as well. Game on a knife set. She wants this Warden to be gone. Oh!
He has no bolt, he has no more mana.
Oh my
Blood Mage about
god.
to go down. Gets solely lighted. Last second. There's still an invuln on the paladin. He needs to get rid of the dryads here.
Yeah.
The Ancient of 4 in top right, going on a murdering spree.
What in? Reju. Oh my god, dude.
Potion. Not even close.
No, not close at all. I'm not sweating or whatever. Starbuck and Colorful are both supply blocked, but Colorful is the only one mining because this hero Ancient of War.
Siege.
Oh my god, Starbuck's not mining.
No.
Sending all the peasants that he has left over, he's sending the Shredder to do a
Shredding.
almost like a Pacific Rim fight against the Kaiju Ancient of 4. Gypsy Danger Shredder. Let's go.
Oh my god, Colorful is seriously turning this around. Are you kidding
We can
me?
put Remo and Happy in the cockpit in perfect synergy.
That would be a fun trip, I believe. Okay, finally re-establishing mining.
47 supply to 49. And Panda being back is huge for Colorful. Like it's still been night for a while, so he's got quite a few Moonwells to work with, so he can just do a rejuve,
Town is under siege.
then into getting full mana from the Moonwells. And from here, I honestly don't see Starbuck win anymore. It was so much harder for him to heal. He's not working with much mana at all on all of his heroes. He's gonna go for one more attempt at the exploit.
We also didn't see a win for Colorful to come back, and yet he did it. But yeah, situation for Starbuck is really, really grim. He was so close, and then he overcommitted a little bit, or a massive bit. That's level 7 Warden, thanks to the Shredder, which is gone too. A little bit of mana. And Starbuck, he has to kill this, but how?
Takes all of the mana from the Warden away, and with no shot being there, that's no more fun of knives. But Knights taking a beating. His 2 staffs still putting in work.
Are under attack.
And that with the clarity already being used.
Spirits are cleaning up the town hall in the north, and Colorful is getting further and further away. What can possibly save him? Like, not even an ultimate would be that great.
Some crazy hero targets.
Yeah.
It's always going to be the way. Nice Holy Light, but it's his last one. Okay, he takes mana away from the Panda. Needs to give that to the Paladin, I think. I'm thinking he already got enough mana. He's really trying hard to go for the heroes, but Colorful pulling back beautifully. Rejuve as well. Goes for the Dryads. I think that's the right call. Then nothing would be slowed anymore if he got rid of them. The Panda is in danger. Invuln used.
Staff is not ready.
Maybe he needs to blow up the Panda because he's the one carrying the staff. He noticed. Oh my god, he's gonna get it.
Oh my god. Can he get the knights out? Otherwise it might be a 3-knight sacrifice. Flame Strike 2, the Warden is there to clean it up.
Yes.
Oh my god. That stun lasts for a bit,
Dryads.
but is it long enough? So close to 6.
The Dryads almost shooting. They were so close.
Oh, and the Mountain King goes down. Jesus, Bucky calls for the game and Colorful wins it. Insane map 1, 33 minutes. So close, but the win goes to the Chinese.
Ooh, what a sick game, dude. That was wonderful to see, and it seemed like Starbuck almost had it. Wonderful back and forth, really fun game. Two big mistakes I think he made. Both players could have done a few things here and there better, but I think Starbuck had two big errors. Perhaps the most important one, he never got the telestaff on the MK. He had so many opportunities to get that item when he was in the middle, could have used it so many times over. He lost the MK because of that, not once, but twice, in my opinion. Or was it once? Maybe it was just once, but the telestaff would have helped him tremendously. And also, in the big fight bottom right, when he forced this Panda to TP out, he used Siphon way too little. Of course, there's lots of stuff going on with the Mortar Team Zeppelin. I understand it's hard to do. But if he uses more Siphon there to drain the mana on the Panda and get it for himself, could have been a different story. Yeah, but if there was just a little done better by him, he could have won that game, man. It was so close.
Okay, 1-0 lead for Colorful. Not the end of the world for Starbuck. Todd, as a player, if you come so close and then throw the game away a little bit, does it feel good because you know you can compete with your opponent, or are you crumbling now?
It really depends. In that moment, are you a cup half full or cup half empty person or player? You know, you need to kind of decide that for yourself. It depends on your emotions, how well you handle them. Either can happen, you know, like sometimes you may be pretty good at managing your emotions, but then maybe sometimes like it's going to be too much and be annoying. I do think you should see this as a positive. It was a really close game on one of the supposed, in my opinion, harder maps. He played an unusual style with the mount tanking and really brought Colorful to the brink. Usually in this type of game also, like I think Colorful handled the attacks really well. If it had been a little bit closer, and Starbuck actually retrained for clap level 3. Like, imagine what would have happened to those bears. He would have just like chewed through them. And he writes in the lobby now as well, no Spellbreaker, no win, which, remember, I did mention that. Like, you're supposed to get Night Breaker and then Mortars eventually to counter Dryads in this type of game. So that's also his takeaway from that.
Yeah, to just a handful of breakers to steal the rejuve would have been huge. But he never was too rich, right? When he first expanded and he was on his way to tier 2 and tier 3, that's when he had a big bank. But in the later stages, he was always spending his money.
Speaking of money, we got a couple of subs in. Professional Male Boxer, Sparta, Great Dwarf, Chaos Front, Phil Raisin, Rick McD, Darkanon, and Invigorate. Thank you guys for the subs.
Yeah, I put all my channel points on Starbuck.
Damn, rip channel points.
What the hell?
Now I'm not gonna send you a Christmas card. What can you possibly do? Alright, the first competitive map against each other goes to Colorful. But yeah, Starbuck, this is proving ground now. Can you bounce back and close it out on Northern Isles?
Yeah, much more standard map. I don't really expect mount tanking at all here. It's going to be the question again for Colorful. What does he go for? Do we see the old school keeper? We're hearing so much about the Demon Hunter. I played a couple solo games myself, and let me tell you, he was straight up suffering against Demon Hunter Immolation. So I kind of would like to see that in action to see how well Starbuck can handle it and how he plays against it. But yeah, the altar position on Starbuck tells me he probably wants to do the Tusker camp first. And usually that indicates more a one-base play, potentially, depending on what he faces, than an expo. Because against Elf, it's a lot about expanding very quickly nowadays, the meta, if you're facing like a keeper. At least he was in the previous patch.
Alright, the early game will tell us a lot. Demon Hunter it is. I mean, Colorful's account name was RaceDH for a long time. He was probably one of the happiest persons of them all when he saw the patch notes for Immolation.
Or you could have gone full Mr. Winner and played the complete opposite. Remember, Mr. Winner played Rifle Caster every single game, and then Rifles got buffed, and he switched to Castle only.
He's a special kind of guy, that's for sure. But he got the best chicken dance in all of Warcraft.
What do you think? One base? I think one base. Like I said, against Elf, you really want to expose super quickly. Like either straight expo or a second camp. And now it really looks like Starbuck wants to do the Tusker camp on the right-hand side. So obviously it depends what you're facing, right? Like you could still expo a little later, like if you're against a keeper. But who the hell still plays keeper on this game?
Yeah, I think everybody with a little bit of sense plays Demon Hunter. And also there's two Wisps here, so if you want to do this with Water Elementals, Might not be doable. I agree with you. This looks more... It's only 3 farms so far as well. Looks more like a 1 base play. I mean, Happy plays 1 base, so everybody should play that.
Yeah. I mean, when he does it, it sure does look strong. Starbuck didn't scout at all, did he?
Huh.
I didn't see anything head across the map. Yeah, he didn't. That's kind of weird. It seems like he's already made up his mind. Maybe inspired by Happy. He's like, you know what, I'll creep a little bit tech. Don't even care what you're going for. I mean, there's a couple things that you definitely want to know that you're up against, but it's like so rare. Like, for example, like a panda.
Players forced.
If right now Colorful would have a panda and be powering it to level 3 and you're not scouting and you're getting level 3 yourself, well, I got some bad news. You probably lost the game.
Yeah, but I mean, it's colorful. He oftentimes plays the same. He's not too far off the norm, unlike a Lawlight or sometimes even a Kaho or, of course, a Moon. I think when you face colorful, you know pretty much exactly what's coming.
Yeah. In this case, it is the Demon Hunter that is almost definitely expecting.
A player's forces.
Starbuck's gonna get level 3 here thanks to the militia at the top doing the camp on their own. And he's gonna go across the map here to start pressuring against the Demon Hunter that's not gonna be close himself to level 3, even though he's about to start the expansion creep.
Yeah. Timings are lining up quite nicely, I'd say. Level 3 early. Militia were creeping in the north, and now Footman harass. Demon Hunter's not 3 yet and has to abandon this camp. I like it.
I really wonder what's second hero. Because it used to be every single time mana burn and evasion here, right?
Yeah.
So a Naga made so much sense because Naga doesn't really care about having 12 mana. She's still gonna shoot frozen arrows and be super useful. And also when the Demon Hunter comes in, he's getting targeted, then he has a really hard time. But now it's clearly immolation and evasion. So that opens up some more mana heavy heroes.
There's of course a lot of damage, so maybe an Alchemist is a possible choice. Blood Mage, of course, was something that we've seen before by Hawk.
There's some possible wild ones, but I don't think Starbuck would go for that. Pinker second and a Tower Rush or something. I mean, if you see that the Moonwells are empty, because it's very demanding Moonwell-wise. Like we see the Demon Hunter has no hit points, no mana, and all Moonwells are fully empty. Imagine if now he was sending a bunch of peasants across the map, grabs the Naga, and then just Tower Rushes.
Ooh. I mean, a Demon... Yeah, nighttime is still long, so Moon Juice will regenerate a little bit, and then having Immolation against peasants and towers, not the greatest thing to face.
Oh my god, the first rifle is stuck.
Todd, why?
This.
How? Always. Every single...
He didn't do the double rally points.
They didn't watch your video.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a chaotic game. He probably just put the barracks on his Archmage, rallied, and then unfortunately it was at the time it came from the wrong angle. He frees it. No, he didn't. Oh my god.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Keeps getting worse.
I mean...
The rifle's blocking the peasant. Oh, this is horrible.
I mean, he fixes it faster than the night issue before.
Yeah, but that's because he never fixed it almost. This is a terrible example. He literally used a zap.
Oh, now we get the heal wards as well. The past 1.5 minutes were absolutely horrible for Starbuck.
Tough. Colorful, clearly, obviously, he's only supposed to go for 2 lores and bears here. Behind this, grab his own Naga.
Yeah.
Peasants are not mining at home.
Ooh, boy, this will cost lumber. Potion is available, so the ultimate should be safe. Hopefully.
I mean, ideally, you want to survive this, heal your Archmage back to full with some priests, and then have the potion available for the fight, but it looks like he's going to be forced to use it.
Finally, the rifles are here. They should be relaxed, they should be in fighting shape.
He probably needs to creep.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This demon's drunk. Where was he going? He's gonna steal the Tusk again.
Does he have the
that he
time,
can.
though? No.
Oh my god, the Naga.
What the hell?
Doing? Against boots, you need to be clean. You can't be out of position like this. The Naga's dead.
There we go. Oh, that was important. Also momentum-wise. Colorful on the way to tier 3. This push hits to hit hard if you kill a hero. That's nice, of course. But he's still facing a full mana, full HP Demon Hunter with Immolation.
Should get the Tusker camp here. This is almost like a Sky-esque push, you know, where you grab Naga and you just in your opponent's face, pressuring all the time. If he plays too greedy, then you attack him. If he plays, I guess, safe or just right enough, then maybe you steal some camps in front of him. Smother him, Sky style.
And there was a big discussion about the Warcraft GOAT on Reddit past couple of days, and not too many people mentioned Sky, which is almost blasphemy.
Yeah, for sure. One of the GOATs for sure. I mean, it's hard because like you always have debates of like what was more important all times, or like I guess times in the middle, more current times and stuff. That's why I feel like anyone that says like happy is the GOAT completely disagree. You know, like he hasn't been the best player for long enough. He hasn't been dominant long enough. Maybe like in the history of Warcraft 3, he's been the best player to ever play or like to reach the highest skill like he has currently. But maybe we should save that for the in-between games.
Yep. Here comes the towers. Okay, will that work? Demon Hunter is really not in the best shape of all time.
That base is counterproductive. He can't go inside himself. Starbuck is like, I'm a little bit of a base blocker myself.
Agent of War is not helping. Has to uproot. Bear goes down for free.
He's trying to stuff.
Oh
my!
Oh, right in front of him! What an invite!
No.
He hands him the Demon Hunter on a silver platter, and Starbuck takes the second map. Remo, this is the moment where you analyze the game and point out mistakes.
I was muted. I was doing it actually. For all the lip readers out there, they had just had a beautiful analysis. But yeah, Demon Hunter loses the first time today, and I think we touched on this earlier, right? If you harass him early, if you tax the Moonwells early, if you make his difficult tough, if you attack before he's level 3, and ideally you are level 3 yourself, it can look very different. And this was a straight up normal push kind of game with a bit of derping around. On both sides, though. This could have also been quite a bit cleaner by Starbuck. He was wasting a lot of time there in the early game. Shop was too late. Rifles were stuck. Archmage didn't get to the tavern fast enough. The farm was also late. Don't know if you guys saw that. That's why the Naga was so late. But it was enough in the end. And the immolation isn't the only, or isn't the answer always, I guess.
Well, there seem to be counterplays, apparently. So this will decide where the series is going. Whoever wins the next one has match points. Map is Autumn Leaves, I think?
Yeah.
All right.
Is
Wonderful.
this the right version? Yeah, right?
Yeah. When it says Autumn Leaves, it is.
You know what it was, by the way? It's that the Demon Hunter didn't have boots. There was no boots for the elf at all, whereas there was for Starbuck, and that made such a huge difference. Starbuck grabbed boots just before getting level 3 when he was going to start his push. And because he was so aggressive, he never gave a good, I guess, window of opportunity for Colorful to grab his own boots. So that's why he kept running into stuff and getting caught out of position against Frozen Arrow and losing heroes or being forced back all the time the way he was.
All right, boys. Buckle up, because Bucky is ready to take the victory. Not a bad performance here. First map, super competitive. Second map, a win. And maybe not too many people expected that. Map number 3, Autumn Leaves, as we said. Is it a Warden again? Is it a Demon Hunter again? Is it a Keeper? So many questions.
I think Demon's very likely, and Starbuck this time, I would expect him to scout. Like on Northern Isle, I don't mind the way that, you know, he didn't scout at all. He was like, okay, I'm going to go for like a rifle push no matter what. But here he would definitely, you can adjust everything. Your creep routes, whether or not you want to play one base, I think it's very important to make sure you know exactly what the opponent's up to. But maybe he plays the exact same. Maybe just, that's his build. He just creeps, he goes rifles, and then he's like, all right, I'm going to give Happy a run for his money. I'm the best rifle one base player in the world.
Okay, we'll see also later in the Weekly Cup, where Happy will be playing again. Thank you, Kleine Schildpad, for being the MVP of the past couple of months and gifting us up to Baron, who definitely deserves it. Phil Dunphy, Sonalco, Juanis was taken, and Link and Razor. Thank you guys for the continued subs. So far,
Right, there's the Weekly.
There's the Weekly, yeah. Todd, will you be playing tonight?
Let's have some fun here. Let's put something on the line. If Starbuck wins this series, I'm playing the weekly.
Nice. I would join you with a colorful bet, but I gotta cast FFA later. Maybe Remo will join you in the cup.
Wait,
Nah.
like when is the FFA?
Right after the one-on-ones.
So like you will maybe pick up on the weekly a little late, or?
Carson will be streaming the weekly, and I'll be doing the FFA on Back to Warcraft 2.
Oh snap! Multitask.
Gotta do what you gotta do when there's so much content.
Yeah, no, it's good. Starbuck with the straight expo in the bottom right. He did go for a scout. I think, actually, this is not necessarily an expo. He's gonna creep that, but then when he sees demon and the creep routes, he can still decide not to expo. It's really the question of does he think that one base is the answer against Demon Hunter here?
Also, I like that he's playing more variety, not making sure that Colorful knows at every game what's coming. And Colorful was a little slow there. The Demon Hunter was just standing around with Immolation on, not connecting to every single creep there was. So a little bit of time bought. Expo is safe for now. There's also, of course, no staff, no boots because it's not 7 PM yet. And I like this early game so far.
Yeah, seems like Colorful doesn't really want to be aggressive at all. Like once upon a time, if you looked at this situation, you would have said, okay, well, this is much better for the human to be able to expo this easily. He's not losing peasants at all. It's just gonna go up, no problem at all. But then you think of what a Demon Hunter with level 3, and in particular level 2 Immolation can do, and you're like, okay, well, it's still, you're gonna have to work for this. You need to secure the expo really well with an Arcane Tower, be in position when the demon eventually comes. Because eventually there would be an attack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Kevin Schwem is joining you, by the way, in the bet. That would be a nice little lineup later then. Demon Hunter level 2.5. How much can you do? There's a staff. I know that he built a tower, but he's not upgrading it yet.
Kevin said he would play to lose to me, but I don't think he understands we will both be eliminated by happiest human.
Starbucks found the wisp, by the way. To the left of his base, found the wisp, denied the staff play.
Ooh, look at this.
Player's forces are under attack.
Look at Remo, he's paying attention. What the hell? Thought this guy would be on Tinder.
Somebody has to, you goddamn bozos.
I mean, if Starbuck is winning the series, that's quite a bit of a surprise, but Remo paying attention, that's number one.
Dude, he's played this super well.
Yeah.
Demon only one kill so.
Did I?
Can't get
Kinda
it
hard,
all.
to be honest.
But man, there was very little losses. TP forced, or staff forced immediately. Arcane is up.
That's a fifth Moonwell, by the way. What the hell?
I mean, if you
I
want
heard you like moon juice.
if you want to burn a lot, you need a lot of moon juice. That was helpful before. Starbuck needs to tech soon though, and he needs more lumber for that.
Gonna be more explosive than the Battle of Blackwater. That's what it was called, right?
That's a new one I haven't heard before.
Only moon juice was green.
We can probably do that with the help of the Hive Workshop.
Demons 3? Nice little catch by Starbuck to find this, but be careful what you wish for. Don't want to feed the demon.
Oh no. Deny. There we go. And level 3 at the same time because he's creeping on the left, man. That's some high taxing multitasking here on Starbuck's side. And Demon Hunter once again stopped in the tracks. Like, with only 50% HP, almost no mana, he can't do much. He can't even finish the spot.
Yeah, Starbuck is in bully mode here. He knows that this is the timing where you want to fight because we're getting close to day. So if you can do a lot of damage and force Moonwells to be used, then they won't replenish easily at all. And the demon's already taken a lot of damage, used a lot of mana. He does have 5 Moonwells, which is kind of outrageous.
That's expensive for sure. 3 Moonwells already down. Lightning Shield for the second time. One time for creeping, now for this push. Fight AoE with AoE, I guess. That lore cancelled for sure. Archmage already in position to attack the second one. God damn, that's a lot of damage.
There was some big data potential because the water elementals were clumped here for a little bit. They didn't go for it. Really prioritizing, I guess, keeping the wisps alive. Demon on the chase. This time Boots will be amazing because he's already level 4. This
Yeah.
demon is going to be unstoppable.
Starbuck is fighting though. Tier 2 about to finish. He's not supply blocked. He gets the shop up. He gets the blacksmith up. Not forgetting to macro in the stressful
Player's
moments.
forces are under
And yeah, that's the last bit of moon juice that he will regenerate. Daytime falls.
And that SimCity on the Explode Starbuck. I'm kind of in love with it.
Yeah, there
You need
shouldn't
to
be
call
a
him
way
the
to
architect. Even though he gets stuck half the time, this is actually pretty good.
Don't jinx it. He didn't get stuck this far. I mean, he didn't have a stab this far, but... And we haven't seen the rifles yet, but there should... Oh, there's no exit. But the rally point must be fine. Here's another creep jack. Colorful wanted to be greedy, go for the lab, which kind of works. To be math also amazing.
Give me that
Lucky.
ring.
He gets the ring in return.
Sapper him. That would be sick.
No
Trying to
way.
get the Shredder, that would be a big pick off here, but the Archmage is in danger. The Dryad. Double stuck.
My god, that's so expensive for colorful. No deny. No deny either. Worth a TP, I guess. Here we go. Rest of the army is stuck now with the demon. He wants this berserker.
The Archmage here went back home. The Naga kind of stranded, but he got a Zeppelin to actually get out. But
Wow.
with so many small plays, so many little details, all adding up here to a sick performance. Dude, I honestly, I didn't really want to play the weekly.
You promised it now. Man of honor. This was like 2 archers, a berserker, and a shredder. On the cost of a town portal. And so much mana.
I mean, this demon is like me in 4v4, literally fighting alone against everyone.
Player's forces are under attack.
Still, huh?
Every day. Starbuck's lumber hasn't been great, but I think it's can maybe catch up soon here. He has enough workers. And double Sanctum +1 barracks is up, so now it's time to start pumping a lot of units. He grabbed the heal scroll from the shop, the town portal as well, and now it's Wisp harass time. He wants to keep Colorful at home while he just macros to higher supply.
We're gonna be there soon. Doesn't take that much time. But Colorful is up for the task. Demon at home. Rest of the army goes for a counter push and soaks up the map a little bit. 4 out of 5 by the... wait, where are these wisps going?
Under attack.
To safety. I know they're in danger.
Alright.
But it's not gargoyles, it's a Zeppelin.
Ah, I see, I see. Pit Lord by Colorful. Seems to be more or less a standard build these days. First Lorelei, now Colorful.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like the cleave, quite amazing. But Starbuck thought he could take this fight here.
Oh,
Demon's gonna stuff in. Oh my god, Starbuck's gonna lose a lot. This is a huge
no.
mistake.
yep, that rifle definitely down, feeding Brad Pit Lord a little bit. Okay, rest of the army comes in, and the Zeppelin up for the save.
Almost almost 5 on the demon. You're gonna do insane damage. It lost almost 2. 1 unit to do it. Usually you kind of want to go for a workshop and add some mortars here if you're Starbuck. And the goal is really to get to 80 supply. Maybe he's over fighting currently against the 1 base elf. He could just take things slow. Defense. Camp. Demon. That's close.
Pit Lord might find himself in the surround. There was the scroll still. Try to take another kill. Can he get the Pit Lord? There's the TP, but no staff.
Just run all the way home. He has a heal word as well. Just use that.
Archmage coming from the left, who has boots, but also a little too late. Can he get one of these? Rejuice ready. Damn. Starbuck learned.
Starbuck, he needs to slow down here. Sure.
I don't know if he knows what that is. Okay,
Like Charlie Sheen. He has 1 gear. Go.
little tiger blood, and off we go. Starbuck learned from game 1. There's breakers now. Of course, it's a whole different game because there is no tier 3, but we saw the impact of rejuvenation. Oh. And now he can just steal it.
Demon 5s is really nice, but against a big army, you really won't be able to do enough. And we see Starbuck adding some upgrades as well. He has +1 attack for rifles. He's getting +1 for breakers and footmen. 65 supply. Might be a good time to go for the red, maybe? Like, he definitely has a decent army to do it, but Colorful's the one that wants to fight here, because he's on 50 supply.
Well, then let's snipe a little. Frost arrow enabled. Priest to the side. Breakers in the front. And Demon Hunter is ready for harass, but can't really enter. And he's not moving. There we go.
He clicked him inside, but that just couldn't go. He's gonna go for the main, but the main is also sealed.
Damn!
No entry.
That's really sweet. This counter aggression doesn't work. A bear is down, a dryad is down, and Colorful is out of lumber.
Yeah, he has some of the wisps who are not mining him for a little bit. Starbuck has so much, but usually it's still okay to wait up until you really get that 80 supply. That's really like the breaking point where you absolutely have to attack. He might grab one more scroll before he goes here, trying to rescue that one sorceress getting caught on its own. Maybe the reds, like some crazy good items you can get from this as well.
Also level 4 and also level 3. And time for a workshop. Okay, Colorful has a little bit more time, but also 50 pop only. And not the biggest bank. He's known to be kind of a greedy player with also hoarding like Smog. But I don't know if he has the time nor the resources. Especially now that the rat spot is going to Bucky.
Medallion. Not the best, but gives him some extra mana to work with here for the Sea Witch. It looks like Starbuck wants to grab one more scroll here before he actually goes for the attack.
There it is. Demon Hunter in the base.
He's staffed in, so that means he can't staff out. He's gonna have to actually TP home in a second. And look at that SimCity. You can just evacuate to the other side, to the safe side.
Dude, that's
Oh,
Wall Maria has been
wow.
breached. But they got into the bunker.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's so safe. That's so smart. As the push starts. With 2 heal scrolls, protection scroll, double invul, and 70 food. This is unholdable.
The Armored Titan is waiting. He's wasting time on the other side as well.
Okay, gets another
Yes,
kill
TP.
in there. Yeah, there it is.
KTP.
Yeah, absolutely necessary. Here's the protection scroll, Fork Lightning. There's more where this one came from. Zeppelin in the mix as well. Demon Hunter reaching the back line. Maybe how well can it be controlled? Starbuck, this is your fight.
Yes, when heal word on the demon. When I use that demon, going very low, has to use the potion. That means the next one's going to be on cooldown for a while here. Lord putting in work, Dryad's putting in work as well. That's the problem with keeping the workshop. He has nothing to really snipe those Dryads very effectively, and Starbuck's actually forced to TP out. After losing a lot of units, Colorful equals the supply. Starbuck forgot to start mining again in his main base.
A couple of mistakes here. This was stressful, of course. The mortar team not part of the town portal. The other one misrallied. Splits them, so at least one survives. But yeah, Shu is on the other foot now. Colorful with attack advantage, gets the army up. And Starbuck needs healing. Now.
I gotta say, that base is so sick by Starbuck. The fact that, like, you have to staff in to get in, or a Zeppelin actually would have been quite a bit better, but it's very expensive, right? Because he could have just dropped inside and then he could still staff back home instead of using town portal.
Yeah, there's also like the left-hand side is sealed off, the right-hand side is sealed off.
Yeah,
Plus
no,
you
it's
can
sick.
save to the front. It's really nice.
I can't wait to do this and get everything stuck 24/7 and hate my life. It's
Oh,
gonna be
please.
amazing.
Please do it in Meisterschaft so I can cast it and call you out.
Kappa. No upgrades at all for Colorful this game. Honestly, this Pit Lords is amazing. He just cleaves away and there's really not much you can do. It's not like you can nuke him or anything. He's just going to be there cleaving the whole time. All of Terror is actually super underrated as well.
Yeah, also there's very little priests for Dispel against the Howl. It's all in Sorks now, and I want a filter. I want a bad word filter or a blacklist for this. Zeppelin coming, but can't find the connection really.
And look at the Zep at bottom. Colorful is ready to do what I talked about. Starbucks saw it in Kudo Jaro. So Colorful, upon seeing the workshop making something, is like, okay, I'm out of here. Now he's almost getting caught. He's going to have to drop into the expo. The question is, does he staff out immediately or does he try to actually kill something first? I think he should just staff out.
There's 2 Arcane Towers. But he's greedy. He wants to do damage. Wow, this double arcane looks really good. Only a handful of uptime.
This wasn't productive because if he kills peasants now, they're going to be replaced by even more army for the AD supply of Starbuck. So you almost don't want to kill workers.
Yeah, he has 1,000 lumber. It's totally fine.
It's like, you know StarCraft 2 TVT? When they're maxed out, don't kill SCVs. They'll just make more army and then wreck you. Starbuck has no TP, right?
Nope.
Yeah, this is...
3 heal
Okay,
scrolls.
well, this is it. If he loses the fight, he's done.
Yeah, you can't run away from Dryads, really. But we're fighting in the open. Breakers need to be in a better position. Mortars need to be saved. He's even going for mercenaries. And he
Triple
forgets
scroll,
it.
by the way.
Mauler, join the fight! Ooh, is a little dumb, isn't he?
Starbuck needs to reposition a little bit. He needs the mortars to finally connect on those riots.
Yeah.
The speed's the most important thing. The Speed Lord is gonna wreck with any cleave that he lands.
He's a little blocked, but Starbuck also rifles in the front. Breakers healed now. There was 1 out of 3 heal scrolls. Can't really save that one. This Mauler is still stuck. Okay, maybe he doesn't need it. Bears are falling quickly. Mortars are finding the connection. Colorful has to dance, but Starbuck gotta be careful with this Archmage.
He just used his second scroll. He still has the 1 more left, which is on cooldown on the Naga. 7 seconds right now. Archmage taking a lot of damage.
Level 6!
There's an invuln still.
Oh my god. Close, close, close fight. Bucky is about to get a lot of kills, but is it enough and is it in time? Almost falling apart here. That Howl of Terror is getting rid of so much damage. Scroll of the Beast on the rifles, but it's still minus damage. This is insane. This Pitlord was insane. And Colorful wins the game.
Damn. You look so far ahead. How beautiful was that early game? I always like the expansion there, the corner expo, instant expansion. Finding the Wisp bought him so much space, and I thought he had that game. I thought he had it, but not quite. The Demon plus Pitlord combo, looking super strong again.
Both people trading wins.
The previous timing is probably what put him behind, because like that attack was meant to like work, or is like in a lot of trouble, even though he kind of recovered and remade an army. Like the hero levels kind of told the story at the end. It was like 6-5 against 4-4, which is just insane. I love the 3 scrolls. Almost wish he would have made it 4, but obviously maybe didn't have the economy. You know who taught me that actually? Back in the day, I was never using 4 scrolls. I only stopped at 2. But then one day, I kid you not, I'm playing Reverse Race against Moon on Turtle Rock. He obliterates me with like just mass tier 2 and like 4 scrolls, and I'm like, what is this? I watched the replay, I'm like astonished, and I was like, you know what? This is mine now. I'm gonna use this. And then after this, I used it all the time.
Well, it's not the worst teacher to ever have. And it's also not the worst community to ever have, because we got more contributions towards the prize pool. Richard Huber, $25, currently learning French pronunciation, which is basically impossible. So I'd love to hear Todd pronounce my name in German. I'll spell it out for you in the chat, and then you gotta do it.
What's the name?
Wait, I'm gonna text it. There you go.
On Discord, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the French pronunciation? Does he mean, or?
In German.
What does that mean? The French accent? Or? If I read this like a French person would read this, they would say Richard Hubert.
And now German.
I don't know.
Richard Huber.
Oh my god. All right, well. You guys decide which sounds better.
Kind of hard to beat the French. Remo dropped off the game, so we have to rehost game 4. And we had another contributions, by the way. Varian Vrin with the $20. Thank you, guys. Your hours of entertainment means a lot to me. That's awesome.
I wasn't in the game anyway.
Oh, too busy saying Richard Huber or Richard Hubert.
Richard Hubert.
There we go. Got a 5 in the end. You think that 5
Tidehunters, last map?
Tidehunters is the 4th map. Shallowgrave is the last.
Oh yeah, 4th map. Yeah, that's nice. I like this map. This map order, I would say only Twisted Meadows I'm not a big fan of, but cool to see Tidehunters come out. And I feel like the last two games kind of show how most maps would go, unless we're like have very specific maps. Like the only map one was this out of the box with Warden against MK. I think on every other map I expect Archmage against Demon Hunter. The Archmage Expo didn't work. Maybe it's time to go back to the one base, but obviously Colorful will be wary of either options here.
Okay, then off we go. Second try. Map 4, match points for Colorful. So far, we got the favorites prevailing, but Starbuck is definitely putting on a fight and it's not without chances here. But yeah, Tidehunters, not that easy to do. Away we go.
Is Remo around?
Yeah.
Okay, Remo, it's been a while since I've cast with you guys. There's no more DreamHack. Can we bring back the one guy, the one superstar, Coach Remo, for this moment here? But Starbuck is down 2 maps, bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I don't know how you guys see it, but I feel like, wasn't he in the lead in all 3 games? Like, if he had played a bit cleaner, a bit better, I feel like this could have been a 3-0 for Starbuck, which is really cool already. I feel like his early games are good. It's the late game where he kind of falters. If he plays AM, I would really suggest Tier 3. Tier 3, Inner Fire Rifles, Todd, you know how much I love it. Maybe some Knights, I'm not too sure about that, but the Tier 3. And the Naga choice, I'm not so sold on her. MK I would be very surprised to see here. So Archmage, Fast Expo, Tier 3, this is kind of a big map. Go for triple hero, go for lots of creeping, Inner Fire, Staffs. Give me that.
Alright.
Okay, the coach suggesting Inner Fire Rifles. Who would have thought?
You know what's funny is that I feel like, I don't know if that's true, but Remo probably never ever wears the tracksuits. And I mean ever. And then somehow he ended up with this character of like Coach Remo, like with the tracksuit and the whistle and everything.
Back in the day when we were still traveling to China, like the early years, he was traveling in jeans. It's like, dude.
Oh my, what a mad lad.
Yeah, right?
What a psychopath.
Unbelievable.
Player's forces
Who
are
does that?
You know, after 5 years he learned that sweatpants are quite comfortable, but man, that took him some time.
Yeah.
They don't have ass pockets, you know? That's the problem.
They do.
Oh, not mine.
You gotta look for them.
Bro, you're just... I can't afford pants with pockets, okay? Little rich boy over here.
I even got zip locks on my pockets, so I'm not losing my wallet.
A player's forces
Perfect,
are under
man.
attack.
To be honest, you don't really strike me as someone that wears sweatpants either.
Me? That's all I wear.
Really? When you're in Hamburg?
Yeah.
At events, you never wear sweatpants.
Well, that's kind of an official role thingy, but at home or to go.
No, but I mean, like
shopping?
even when you're off the air or something.
Well, the first
Obviously,
thing about
on the cast, yeah, you won't. Pretty sick.
Yeah, dude, I love sweatpants. I'm kind of afraid that the sweatpants are like connecting to my legs and I can never wear normal pants again, but yeah, sweatpants is the way.
That sounds like a dream come true, actually.
Kinda.
I like that Starbuck scouted this time, but he's going for the one base here. Again, he's doing the wall again inside the main base. You see this? The safety net.
Alright. Towers up as well. Upgrading now. Tier 2 on the way. Demon Hunter's super hurt. So that's all the moon gels gone.
I actually can't even heal back to full properly, but he's already 2.7, which is very nice. And Starbuck?
A player's forces
What the hell is going on? He's only level 2. He's not looking to creep at all anymore, and he's gonna attack with 1 Archmage and 2 Footmen.
It's kind of happy style, isn't it? Ultra aggression. Onto the Demon Hunter. He probably saw that he was hurt. Oh, can't prevent level 3. That would have been so nice.
This is highly unusual. 2 more farms being made back on, by the way, for Starbuck. So he's gonna be way ahead. The farm count here, able to produce units for a long time without having to worry about that at all.
Man, if the Demon Hunter is not level 3 here and he prevents that and then plays this harass game, I think it's a really good build and really good timings. He is distracting. He's moving away, or he keeps the demon away from level 4, unlike last game. But number of archers is rising as well. Footmen have to retreat, and Archmage is out of mana. This harass won't last much longer.
A player's forces are
I'm a bit surprised he's trying this hard to do damage here. Like, he's never really supposed to kill anything. Maybe it's just about keeping Colorful inside of his base, but Colorful is like, alright, this is easy defense with just archers right now. I can just head to the shop. Do we see boots? Do we see staff? Maybe both. Would have to sell a mantle if you wanted to do that. Okay, he's just gonna buy boots. He's gonna keep the mantle, I think maybe to transfer it over to the Naga when he finally gets that. And the Archmage has no boots here.
Whoops, that's not good. A little bit of chip damage. Horsey. Oh, block. Nope. No, wouldn't happen to a pro as Starbuck is. But not
1-2-0 haunting Colorful.
Dude, that freaking crab.
The Crab King. The stupidest thing we've ever said.
Oh, fortitude. Yeah. I heard that he sent some of his crabs to 1-2-0 as a gift. A little jealous.
What the? Really? I think it was Fov that lived in like a coastal town back in Korea. I went to visit once. It was like right by the water and stuff. Like a lot of fishing going on.
Sounds like good food, just like Hamburg.
He just cancels? That was easy. Mountain King needs to come out on the correct side of the wall here.
Oh my god, yeah.
a town is under siege.
Don't get him stuck, please. Otherwise, it's so much
Oh,
lost
the
time.
rifles. Rifles in bottom left.
A
He's
player's
on the hunt.
forces are under attack.
You would think riflemen are the hunters, but they're the hunted right now, really. Militia to the rescue, he called the popo!
Oh boy. Mountain King is here too. Can he save both of them? Yes, he can.
Oh, the Naga, the Naga.
The Archmage, the Archmage! Still running, still no
You
boots.
Benny Hill music, man.
Engine of Warp. Almost miscalculated. Got that done. What a weird
And
game.
nothing died, really, out of this? I feel
Yeah.
like so much stuff was about to die.
They both used a lot of mana and consumables, etc., but... Okay, we arrived on tier 2, I guess.
Starbuck had to be really careful, by the way, with this ZP, because he could have been stuck inside. And in this case, there is not even like one farm that he could kill to get out. He would have to kill multiple farms, or
Under attack.
break the trees, I guess,
Yeah.
which would take very long, because there's a lot of them he needs to get rid of.
Oh man. This series is quite something. Demon Hunter creeping, still so many archers. Like, Dryads really fell out of favor, right? On this patch, I rarely see any tier 2 Dryads anymore.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, ever since Slow was nerfed as well, you see them a lot less, because they're not as needed.
A player's
To make sure
forces
you get
are
rid of
under
that.
attack.
Like, bears are just so much more useful with the rejuve, roar, and just their fighting capability as well. But a few Dryads are always nice to slow a little bit.
Okay, red spot for Starbuck. He knows he needs to get something done. Level 2 aura, at the very least. And Colorful is unfolding tier 3 quite swiftly. I think he got the better end of the stick after this engagement.
Actually, he has a lot of stuff queued in his lores already. Tripping does provide you with extra gold. To make sure he's not spending all of that correctly. He didn't get bored. Did he forget?
He has no gold currently. Could sell the crystal ball.
He should sell that pile of garbage.
Hey, it's good for getting information. But yeah,
Go to
Starbuck.
the... Oh no.
Uh,
Is that me or?
No, that looks like Colorful disconnecting.
Ay.
Aye, indeed.
Yeah. What was the rules for this again?
That it's not particularly clear, but I think there was no real advantage anywhere.
Yeah, Colorful did well, but this was the strong timing of Starbuck. I think he had 52 supply against 39.
Yeah, this felt like a holdable position.
Yeah, I think maybe Masters like was only getting there as well. He had so few bears.
Yeah, I think we have to go with what the rulebook says, right?
That is always a good solution. Hopefully he's back. Was it just a server? I guess. Wait, let's see. Any chatting going on? Not really.
By the way, I didn't even notice he went evasion level 2 on level 3.
They almost always do it, it seems like.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess maybe it depends on like whether you're short on mana or not. Or it should at least, but maybe it's just so much more effective anyway. You just like evade everything. Maybe the spike from in power from evolution level 1 to level 2 makes it not worth to go for that over evasion because you're just so much more tanky anyway. Yeah, it was 52 supply against 39. But Bear Master only started. And Starbuck was literally inside of Colorful's base.
If a participant disconnects after the 4th minute has passed, it is up to the admins whether the match will be restarted or not.
I'm trying to communicate.
We know what would be a great feature here is to be able to reconnect, but W3Champions has literally already given everything Blizzard should have. It's hard to ask them for more, to be honest.
All right. We're going to apply the same rules as we did to the Cine and Hitman series. It might take a little bit of time to figure this out.
Remo, what do you think about that position they were in?
I think it's not. I think it's too close to not regame. So I think it should be regame.
Like it looked like on paper like a tricky hold because you didn't have Bear Master yet, but it's not like rifles are amazing against buildings anyway. Like if you're colorful, you can just pull back deep inside of your base, wait for as long as you can, and then once you have Bear Master, then you engage. I guess yes, his buildings can hit as well. I think he started the Ancient of War there. Really tough spots at the height, sorry, at the climax of the game potentially with that fight that was coming up.
Yeah, I think both seem fine with the regame. I think both
need to get the Benny Hill music ready this time.
You're in the player slot.
Oh. You know, after my recent success of winning Gym Newbie League and becoming the first automated tournament winner and stuff like that, I almost feel like I belong here in the W3Champions finals, but...
You won GNL?
Yeah!
Sick, congrats. Who was on your team?
Diddy 8.
He's allowed to play? What the hell?
Yeah! It was, I think, shortly below the cutoff point, and Fishy was with me. It was a good team.
Diddy 8 was one of the best players in the world.
And what? Yeah.
What is he doing in the Gym Newbie League? This
20
is
years ago.
Yeah, so what?
He's still, you know, he's getting there.
Let me get Slayer's Boxer and I Love Ovi on my team.
I think he was at 1600 MMR when GNL started. He was definitely at the upper echelon. All right, regame it is. More Warcraft is always more good. You know me.
Let's go, champ.
Who's the champ?
Me.
All right, if you say so, we do this. Let's go. Different starting positions.
Yeah, but probably same heroes. Similar creep routes at first. I want to see if Starbuck does this level 2 into straight attack again, or do you want to creep maybe a little more this time? Because it's crazy. Like he got level 2, then he went over to harass, and then Colorful still got level 3.
That was really close though. If the Archmage gets the last hit there, that's level 3 prevented for a long time, and it looks like that's the goal of the strategy, but man, it's also very, very risky.
It's so hard to put like everything on the line on that. It's like a bit of a gamble.
Yeah.
Getting that last hit, but it goes both ways.
Of course, it's a great reward. And we have the Archmage confirmed. We have the Demon Hunter confirmed. Everything as it was.
Did Colorful say like what happened? Like it just straight up dropped? Was this internet or it was?
It's recently at W3Champions that does seem to happen for some Chinese players. It just randomly disconnects. 15 Sway told me the same.
Yeah, the routing seems to be a little funny. Like I think one of the patch also broke a bunch of stuff, like the join bugs that we have.
Yeah.
That was like because of one of the things that came up.
And since NetEase is no more, there's a lot more Chinese people playing.
Yeah.
And that's of course heavy on the servers. Maybe you just couldn't handle it anymore.
Oh, you think that's related?
Probably.
We're just theorizing. And neither of us has any idea.
You know me, I know everything.
Yeah. Alright, let's see those first items. Always kind of important. I feel like we haven't been talking too much about them. Obviously, both players hoping for some damage there. Other face with Demon.
Not a claw at least.
Circuits on the other side. Good. Really gets the green unspoken item.
I mean, for it to be unspoken, you created quite nice merch with it.
Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, the best emotes as well. Let Todd ring.
Exactly. Go get the subs in and go for Todd's merchandise store.
Is this footman serious?
Oh
my god, he got. Oh my.
is!
He was dead serious.
He's dead, but he's also a hero.
Oh my god, it looked so bad at first because he was tanking so much damage and he literally looked like he had no chance of stealing anything. And he's like, whoop, level 2. So sick.
Ooh, alright. That's a whole different game. That's level 3 delayed. And Archmage level 2 with Aura now.
You know what I can't wait to watch? Fortitude play this matchup. Because he's gonna do this same rush, and at the same time we're gonna look in the middle of the map and there's gonna be 5 militia headed for the Night of Empty Moonwells, a demon on 30% hit points. And he's gonna be like, yep, where's your immolation now?
40 is gonna be wild, that's for sure.
He's gonna smash all the elves going immolation. Boots on the Archmage, always nice here. That demon hits fast, by the way, when he can finally hit here with the double gloves.
Yeah, I need some great movement on the horse to stay out of harm's way. In the meantime, Footman doing some damage and deplete Moonwells. Look at them, they're all dry.
Yeah, he might do the 5 Moonwells again here. Make sure he can stay alive.
Might need it, yeah. Good distraction, good timing, almost to the die. But yeah, like, if you compare this to map 1, how much slower the Demon Hunter is towards level 3, it's astonishing.
It's night and day. Completely different.
Hunter's Hall also seems to be a little late.
The rifle push will be way better this time around, actually. If Demon stays on level 2 in particular, like, that's going to be amazing for Starbuck. When you play against what you know is going to be rifles here, there's very big differences with, you know, when you play against an expo. You can get way more archers. Obviously, it's rifles. You can never go hunts. But you can spam like a few extra archers. Instead of like 4 or 5, you could even like go up to 7 or 8 sometimes. And with improved buffs, they're going to do very well. But now it's time to pull back. Colorful by Zone Naga. He has the wisp position. Was very stealthily placed in the center.
Yeah, nice. Okay, good pickup. That's a lot better. Yeah, archers I feel also a lot better versus towers somehow. And rifles, as you said. I like that. Skipping dryads and go heavier on archers. That also doesn't occupy a lore. And now we got Naga on Naga action. One is supposed to fall. Both so hurt. But both... Oh, will they survive? Archmage in trouble now. Yep. That's a town
Very
port.
sick. He actually falls his TP and like loses nothing. Yes, his Naga took a lot of damage, but he can heal that easily. Colorful rushes to tier 3. He doesn't even drop a lore first.
Wow.
He wants to go straight into a lot of bears.
And he's short on gold now, so the second lore will take some time. Maybe you don't even need it.
Oh my god, Starbuck's gonna do the orange. With the Lola
A
militia.
player's forces are under attack.
Ooh.
I like it actually. I think he was mostly, if you want to do big camp, like he could have done the orange right under his base, but it's not that good a camp to do. Like you kind of want to be extra greedy here. I think he could have either done the lab or this camp he's doing now.
Alright, is he expanding then?
I don't think so.
Don't think so
Stay
either.
one base, go to 50 supply and then attack. He's probably hoping, I would say, scroll the beast. Maybe the best here. You're going rifle caster one base.
A player's
Worst.
There's a
forces are
potion.
under attack.
Wait, he has the resources. The peasants stay here. That's a curveball.
What? Against one base bears, like, you're not supposed to do that. Because then if elf attacks later on, you just don't have enough to survive, supposedly.
Whoa, greedy play. If he feels comfortable and can hold this door here, it might work.
Under siege.
But heroes are still under level, damage is not on the field, and Demon Hunter is creeping like crazy.
So unexpected. Nobody would ever export here. I mean, he's on 40 supply. He ran out of maybe lumber, I don't know, a resource. The peasants are headed back. Turn around. You guys are going the wrong way.
Uh,
Oh my
No.
god, this is so bad.
oh no, this is so slow. And the Demon Hunter, look at this inventory. Boots of Kel'Thuzad, slippers, gloves. This is so good.
Starbuck didn't realize. He realized now. Well, they were already home. You might as well give the gold into the tower. Oh my god.
Worst of both worlds. Ay, this is what, 40 seconds? Even more, I guess. This expo could be up in mining.
He's gonna be short on lumber here because of when he expanded. He has only 4 peasants on lumber in the main. I think he should get +1 for rifles, but he's not getting it yet.
Colorful, this is a good timing. Master training started, that doesn't take that long. And Starbuck isn't online. He's also supply blocked because of this, had to build another farm. And now needs crazy good kiting.
Okay, the expo gets scouted. I think Colorful saw the size of the army. He's like, what the hell? Like, you're not pushing, you're letting me creep everything. Something's going on. So he scouts the expo. And now he must be thinking about attacking it very soon because you can't let a human have expo for this long here. It's gonna completely take off supply-wise. We see breakers being mixed in. Very, very smart. I would have liked a second sorceress for Starbuck against bears. But yeah, getting breakers and rifles here is gonna be amazing for him. He needs a scroll. There is one available. I'll grab that.
Poor Archmage being bullied once again. But rest of the army is here to the rescue as the Naga levels close to 3 now. Yeah, this looks like a good old bear bust to me.
Under attack.
Colorful not the one to counter expand here. Might also be too late for that, even though he could expand on the spot.
So you think it's archers? What the hell is he doing? The best for Colorful is definitely grab a mana here for his Naga.
Or Demon Hunter.
Yeah, well, he has evasion level 2, so I think more so for the Naga.
Okay, Expo established for now. Supply leader as well. Farms coming, towers coming. Demon Hunter roaming, trying to find some units to attack and some angles to do damage. Can't really find it, and now he's catching Colorful's army without the demon.
Colorful's gonna go to the lab to buy Zep, maybe. He's gonna be like, wait, this is not correct.
Guys,
Chasing on the rifle for now.
you know what that is?
A mechanical critter.
500
That's a buff
vision.
mechanic critter,
Oh
baby.
my
Useless
god!
skink.
Are you
you, Remo.
kidding me? Well, that skink is never supposed to be there, so... Oh, whoa, that was close. All of a sudden, lots of damage. So, there's no chance there could be a real skink here, right? But, yeah, nice. What the hell? Now I've seen it all.
Listen to Neo. He's like the zoologist of Warcraft. He's like, yeah, the crabs, they
Yeah.
reproduce in the center of the map near the waters. What the hell? I think Colorful forgot Moonwell, by the way, because he's been supply stock at 50. Look at his goals. This is really bad. Like, Starbuck's supply is going to completely explode our control here. It's going to go straight to 70, 80. Actually, he's not because he forgot to farm himself. What the hell is he doing?
Yeah, both seem a little stressed. It's not a flawless game by any means. Oh, it's an important one. A little bit of a push. Arcane Tower. Ooh, it's not up.
I don't think he can base race against Elf here. I think Starbuck has to TP. That tower placement is so sick. Buy so much time with the peasants. Starbuck's gonna wait to see the army very deep, and then I think he should TP top right of where his expo is and try and catch this army and force down for himself.
Let's see if he listens. There it is. Naga separate from the Demon Hunter. Which one slowed? Oh, Fork Lightning. Nice little zap. Boom. Okay, one rifle down. Bear saved at 66. But Expo holds. Workers, of course, suffer as always, but still a 2-base, 1-base.
Sometimes you can stay on 50 like Colorful's doing. Just get double staff. Try to kill a lot of workers. Keep the opponent like on the lower supply count. You can't be passive, that's for sure. You can't just creep, because otherwise he gets 80, he attacks, and then you just lost. But you can ideally try and reduce the peasant count all the time. I think Colorful could have bought a Zep at his lab and then dropped Demon on top of peasants and then keep dropping it left and right against the safety wall in the main base. But now that he's breached the expo, he can just keep on sending the Demon Hunter there, dealing damage, slowing down the progress supply-wise of Starbuck up until he catches up in supply himself. The upkeep is one of the best comeback mechanics ever created.
There we go. Yeah, let's see how much gold it is. Quite a bit. Wow, that's like more than 1,000 gold already that Starbuck paid to upkeep and Colorful didn't.
Like once you go over 50 supply, you mine at 7 instead of 10. So right now, Starbuck is mining at 70% the capacity that Colorful is. So if you can keep that up for, 5 minutes, that's a big gold difference. And then he's just gonna catch up supply-wise thanks to this.
Dude, this is the most stressful moment as an observer. There was a fight in the middle where Dryad fell. Then there's a little Naga bear push into the base where the shop fell. And an attack against the expansion, which is safe now. Since when are we multitasking so much in Warcraft?
The spares are always getting better. You have to. You have to improve constantly. Even just to be careful, the staff is down. If he actually gets surrounded here, this is it. Again, Bear's gonna drop.
Not too sure.
This is like the Hitman clip that I shared recently. Peasants scattering around like ants. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
Do this.
Can he reach with something?
TP.
Oh, okay.
He could have bought a second staff actually, because then he could pick up into the Zep, staff it out, and then staff out with the Naga.
Not happening here. There's a staff and a TP. Cost a lot of mining time, of course. Also, Starbuck taken off the map and the Demon Hunter's in position once again. But half of the army stuck to the left-hand side, of course. Starbuck was a StarCraft 2 player. He knows how to operate multiple armies at once.
Yeah, Colorful breaking upkeep here is catching up nicely. 66 supply right now. Starbuck on 71. So Colorful did a good job kind of keeping Starbuck on a lower supply than the 80 that he was aiming for. But we do have triple heal scroll for Starbuck. And this time his push is an army is looking incredible.
Okay, we said the same thing on Autumn Leaves. And Colorful held masterfully. Will it be the same again? We got a lot of breakers here to steal Reju and Roar. Army's position. Is that the time for Starbuck? Moon Juice?
For range units is on the way. It's like 80% right now for Starbuck. Maybe we should wait for this. It's not that many rifles, it's only 5, but it's still a decent amount of extra damage.
A little worried for the damage in general. No Blizzard, no mortars.
He has 3 sorceresses, that's the thing. So he can slow a lot. Like Dryads, for them to keep up mana-wise is going to be extremely difficult because They supposedly should get rid of water elementals, and then they have even less mana to get rid of the slow on the bears.
I like that he's just distracting in the middle and still builds a tower on the left-hand side to fall back into it. But Colorful smells it.
Retrains.
Oh, Blizzard. Okay, now we got the damage.
This tower is sick. Like, it might seem like it's so far, you can just ignore it, but no, like, you wanna kite all the time here if you're Starbuck. So he's gonna engage, and then if the fight starts looking dicey, he's gonna kite all the way back into this tower. So it actually makes sense to get that tower on the left side is so sick against the demon. Keep saving the peasants in that safe space. Like, the SimCity of Starbuck has been very inspiring this game, and here we go, the big fight is starting. Colorful. No mana on the demon to start the fight.
Okay, that's certainly helpful. He's still packing quite a punch with the right click, but look at the bears. Look at them falling. There's no way. 1 bear down, 2 bears, 3 bears about to fall. He's definitely missing them in the fight against the Breaker frontline. Here comes the next Blizzard. Breaker's of course not affected by this. Still 70s food on both sides. Next heal scroll. That was the last one.
Colorful still has a great healing on the Demon Hunter here. Might need that in a second. Still working with some mana on the Naga. Blizzard landing on the archers here. Colorful is almost fully out of units. Already used the greater healing. The demon is in danger. He's not up yet. Demon trying to make it to the Moonwells. They're right there, but he will die just before. And Starbuck will get the equalizer here on Tide Hunters.
This is how I imagined the fight on Autumn Leaves to go. This is nothing like the supply says 50, but Starbuck takes map number 2. Convincing fashion, stressful situation, this being a regame, and so much pressure on Starbuck as well. But damn, that push hit hard, and the tier 2 expansion paying off.
Yeah, both players here making a little bit of mistakes, but Colorful made a big one. Scouted the expansion way too late. Understandable, perhaps, to miss it because it's such a weird off timing. But you got wisps. You got to have them in position. You got to look for these weird plays. And if you had found out about it, I think you would have smashed it pretty easy. But he found out just simply way too late.
Also, Starbuck didn't get inner fire.
True. That's why
When he said that, I was like, what is he on about? Inner fire rifles against elf. Like, stop, Remo.
And I mean, Remo, how are you supposed to scout when you don't even have mechanical critters, dude?
Dude, the mechanical skink, baby.
That was quite nice, actually. Gave him a lot of peace, I guess. So he always knew that there's no counter expansion to worry about. Wait for Todd.
Oh. Thank you.
There we go. Yeah, that rest assured, there's no counter expansion. I can play my advantage. And we go down to game 5. Who challenges Lawlight in the quarterfinal? It's gonna be played on Shallow Grave.
Yeah, Starbuck so far, 2 rifle push, 2 wins. I think he's found his build. I keep it simple.
Didn't the game on Autumn Leaves go to Colorful and was a rifle push?
Autumn Leaves, he fast expanded.
True that. Yeah, I should never question Todd. Note to self, never question the Todd. All right then, Shallow Grave, what to expect?
I think probably more of the same, but this is definitely a map where you can play a little different. We actually see the altar on the right side for Starbuck. So does he want to get perhaps the mercenary camp first and play entirely different? Actually, you could do a mercenary camp into being aggro like he did last game and then still do a 1-base rifle push. Usually, I kind of feel like it would be better to do the orange then if you want to play that style. Will he scout at all? It definitely feels like he should. And Colorful, this is a bit on the greedier side. He wants to do the mercenary camp first.
All right, but it's no tavern hero build, right?
Nope.
No, just stand up. Okay, I kind of half expected a Beastmaster. It was pretty common here. That's not the case. Okay, so I guess it's just Demon Hunter into Mercenary Camp, which of course with Immolation is super fast and reliable.
Yeah, from certain players, you could expect a Beastmaster here, but I think from more Raise DH himself, you're going to see a Demon Hunter more often than not. It was really only Twisted Meadows for which he had reserved a completely different hero. And yeah, Starbuck, like I said, 2 games, 1-base rifle push, 2 wins. So definitely that's his build. That's the way for him to play. I mean, even though I guess last game wasn't a 1-base, he opened as 1-base. So I think that's the way to. It was a weird adaptation, by the way.
Yeah, I've
Going
not
to
seen
Expo at
this.
40?
I think Colorful didn't expect it either. So, good curveball.
Every game has been like really different from one another. Both players mixing in adjustments from one map to another. So it's been a really nice series to watch. In regards to that,
A player's
now-
forces are under attack.
mercenary camp first.
Guys, well,
Starbuck.
we are one map away from seeing Todd in the weekly cup today.
Oh my god, I really don't want to play.
Ah,
Did I come through Colorful?
I will tell Starbuck that you're rooting against him now. Friendship gone.
I'm not. But I wouldn't mind if he lost really hard on that.
Thank you, E2311 for the sub. Mavi, Big Mac, more butts, and Prince Jon Snow.
A
Lovely.
player's forces
Thank you,
are
guys.
under attack.
So greater healing way better, I think, for a demon than a big invuln will be for Starbuck. He's not been getting the greatest items here in some spots. You see the tech for Starbuck, and he's doing again the thing where he's gonna creep on the left side with just militia. So yeah, level 3 pressure.
Be careful about that lightning shield. And it's purges for now only. I wonder how greedy Colorful's creep route is. Because on this map you can be really greedy if you
Yeah.
want to. Or how well Starbuck is putting aggression on him, because then you can't creep.
With how good immolation is, it's not really greedy, I guess, to do the mercenary camp. There's like nothing that will attack you or you're like in a world of trouble or anything. Look at Starbuck's wall, by the way. It's been identical on every map.
Yeah.
He must have played quite a few custom games where he really irons those things out. Like in all the previous games, he never opened his wall to his main base. Like it's so smart, right? Because if you staff inside, then you cannot staff out. Then you get all your mana drains. If you drop inside, you can still run to the other side of the tower and stuff. So really great execution and super inspiring. I'm glad I'm testing.
Well, you would have been watching anyway, but a little more attention. Yeah, I've never seen this from a human. To separate the bases, or the one base you got for a little sanctuary for the peasants, really nice. And that's
Stork
coming
has
from...
been doing some stuff like this, I think.
Ah, okay.
There's still a footman in the water here in the main base, being annoying, but not many wisps around to go for snipes. You want to be careful not to feed experience. Yeah, this water is going to be a gunner in a second. Demon's already 3, but you don't want him to get 4 much earlier than he should.
Okay, a little bit of a stalemate. The early game not as great as it was before. On the last on Tidehunters, because Demon Hunter is 3, because of the bigger camps, of course. Tech is unfolding for both players. Once again, a later Hunter's Hall, but I think that's more of the norm, because you don't really need them too early. But Starbuck is looking for the lores. They will not be coming for another minute or so.
Yeah, I think he's looking for kills in general. Anything he can get, like everything that Elf has is kind of squishy. He's forcing Moonwells to be used all the time.
This is
I
definitely
like the
a
shop
thing.
at home, by the way.
A player's
When you have a lot of injured units like this, like very reminiscent of, remember TH? You would always use that so well, like save a lot of units, go home, one region scroll, replenish everything, and then go again.
Yeah, and it's Naga once again. Yeah, you're right. I feel like sometimes Human had to play it so razor sharp that the shop didn't fit into the build. But that's apparently not the case anymore, and these Riju scrolls are doing the work today.
Colorful, thanks to the one of illusion here, actually can do very easily the lab. I don't know how many wisps he lost. I feel like maybe he doesn't have that many, so he felt like instead of adding a lot of extra wisps here at tier 2, he just goes and grabs himself a shredder and takes straight away to tier 3. So he's gonna have a lot of lumber to work with. He can also maybe use a couple of wisps for the fights to help him defend if he's getting rifle pushed. That's gonna make his life a whole lot easier.
It's also expensive. I do agree that you need the tier 3 pretty much immediately to just have bears against the rifle push, but man, having a shredder is going, like, it's preventing a staff or something that slows down possible harasses. Oh my god, Ring of Regen and Healing Wards now on the Demon Hunter. That's some crazy efficiency. But Starbuck, once again, very aggressive.
I don't know that Colorful wants to take this fight at all here. He's picking on the hero, but there is big invuln. He's gonna be losing units left and right here if he tries to fight too much.
Immolation gotta save Colorful's here, position here. But the range units, they're doing good work. Micro looks fine. Footmen are disposable anyway. Let's go. Doesn't want to trigger the potion right now. Switches target to the Naga, which is more exposed. Here's the potion.
Okay, so they're both trading units left and right. I don't know who this is better for. Perhaps nobody. Troll Berserker gonna go down.
That's big. Great experience here. There's a Fork Lightning coming. Colorful, gotta be careful. The ring putting in the works, of course, but he just walks it off. Moonjuice looking fine, I'd say. But man, his lures are so late, despite the
Oh my
shredder.
god, Starbuck's gonna tower.
What?
He's sending 4 militia across the map. He's killed enough that he's like, okay, your hero has no mana. I did a lot of damage here. You barely have any units. That's it. I'm just powering you.
Okay, and there's no Dryad, no Bear, no Adept training. And he's 15 foot ahead. This push is either genius or Colorful has a crazy hold once again.
Why is there 2 shops?
Wait, what?
A player's force.
Colorful's getting 2 shops. That has to be a mistake, unless he's like, well, I need double Lord, I guess, since I got the extra gold.
Oh boy. Colorful in dire straits.
This tower is sick because it puts so much pressure for Colorful to go and engage, but he's only getting his first bear here started now. So he has no bear out at all. Master training just started. You know, I called it immediately when Colorful took the fight on the right side. I was like, I don't know if he should fight. I feel like he should have just ran away from it.
Yeah. Archmage is in a little bit of trouble as well. Priest gotta do some heavy lifting. Demon Hunter is burning through the mana left in the Moonwells, and that's of course time for the tower in the back. There's not much surface area for bears around there, and it covers a whole lot, so I really like this as well. Heal Ward comes in clutch, so is the Ring of Regen, but for how much longer? Engine of War goes down. Starbuck. More pressure. Colorful stuck in his base basically, but he gotta take care of the Naga. That's what the second shop is for the kill. Oh no. Archmage.
Oh my god, he could have trapped him with hold position, but he actually makes it out. The Naga's gonna get targeted and chased.
Oh no.
But she has boots.
Illusion use, gotta run.
A player's force.
Immolation is up the entire time. That's so much mana used.
The demon not having boots is a huge issue here.
And the tower's up. Fork Lightning, that was the last one. Oh, Starbuck, can you somehow save your heroes?
Naga putting in work with the orb as well. Archmage gonna get targeted again.
Oh my god, what a game. Naga versus Naga. One has the orb, the other has the boots. Run! So much pressure. Left hand side, Archmage as well.
The demon's not healthy, but there is 2 bears about to come out, so there's gonna be quite a few rejuve. Same for the Naga. Like, Colorful should never lose his Naga ever here.
Oh boy. No shop, no potions, only one arcane tower. Naga's coming back with a heal scroll. No, just with the staff. Didn't get a scroll.
Oh my god.
Boy.
Oh, the Archmage came back. Could have targeted.
What's left? Oh, the reju. Oh my god, the HP regen on this Demon Hunter is insane.
There is still a heal ward on the demon, so if he
Yep.
finally goes back home after chasing after the Archmage like a dog after a bone, and maybe heal properly.
Oh, the orb. Sick value on the priests now, but they need to stand still to heal a little bit. And I think Colorful deals with it. Pickaxe power against the Berserker. And what's left for Starbuck? Not much.
The Naga?
Surrounded.
He doesn't have stuff for preservation. He needs to transfer TP.
Leaves with the kill. Can't. There we go. This is so hectic. Oh my god.
That heal wards, if he uses it now, gonna be a savior.
And the rejuice, of course. Every new bear is a lifesaver. Shop down.
Starbuck with barely any units. It's equal in supply.
Starbuck as
I think
well. Like,
Colorful has 2 wisp left.
oh, what the hell? But he has 1500 gold, like the Shredder
Yeah,
is
good
nice.
job. Oh, one of those wisps maybe detonated here.
Fork lightning. Yeah, full Archmage. You gotta run once again. Hero focus on the menu once more.
He has type of preservation to get the demon out.
And the reju.
You spell instantly. Very well done.
Whoa, sick. Naga. My god. What is this game?
Colorful's overextending. I don't know what's going this deep. The hero, the demon is getting his personalized heal ward.
The slow trap is kicking in. You need to get some kills here against the bears. Staff ready, but only one. Archmage getting...
Archmage.
Oh, no, he blocked himself with water. Archmage not swimming. Immolation on again. Naga on the right-hand side in trouble. Feels like Groundhog Day. Both heroes about to fall.
Oh my god. 2 HP Archmage gets out, so does the Naga. Starbuck turns around, the demon still going ham inside of the casters. They're on their own. Use the peasants.
Can't believe what I'm seeing. Naga on the way home once again for a potion. But the bears find all the targets.
Naga gets level 4 here for Colorful. That's level 4 right now. Naga comes back with the scroll and an invuln. Another rejuve is triggered here.
No dispel currently. This invul potion might be a lifesaver. Needs to get the kills, but there's another Staff of Preservation. It's so worth it. And again, Archmage in trouble. Naga in
Go for the
trouble.
Naga. Could have used the invuln and gone for the Naga of Colorful. I think he might have gotten it. There is no way for it to get out. Oh, he's going for it now. Nothing to save it. Stuff is down.
Okay, that's a lot more control for Starbuck in this fight. Demon Hunter level 5.
The Archmage?
Needs to slow. My god, thankfully the playing ducks are playing a lot of Dota as far as I know. That hero control.
Are they?
I think so! Naga
Oh my god, it took mana burn!
Oh, nobody expected that! Of course! And now this Archmage is about to fall as well! If there's
Yeah,
another
5
mana
is what he's
burn.
gonna get.
Oh my god.
What to level 3? You might still win.
He's down to 33, but he got the rifles in. Still one tower, needs to burn. Shift the focus. There we go.
Wolf's like, oh wait, I got Moonwells. Yeah, you've been fighting for like 10 minutes straight.
Okay. Naga is revived in the altar.
So
No,
many
at the
bears
tavern.
queued. I got the 1 water, 1 HP water.
Can't really allow this Demon Hunter. Oh no, the Naga just came back from the tavern. Such a costly expense.
That demon's gonna get 6. I feel like I'm watching Sky against Creo WC3 finals.
It's so yeah, that's pretty reminiscent of that.
Just seeing it now.
100%. 50% of XP bar needs to be filled. But Colorful, I think it's just too much reju.
The demon. Demon. Shredder finally coming off the line. Somebody called me. Somebody called in the reinforcements.
2 bears down.
The Archmage.
And the lack of staff is so noticeable. But did Colorful stabilize? I'm not too sure. He lost so much in the past 30 seconds.
Yeah, but this army doesn't have enough damage for Starbuck. Slowly wearing down the elf army. The demon is... It's a trap! Don't get too close, run! Oh my god!
Oh, town portal out! Colorful
so sick.
holds! Oh my god, what a fight!
He hid with a cloak and came out of the shadow. And the Shredder survived. Okay, that's unacceptable. That's the first thing you click in the fight because he dies so quick.
Yeah, he's also packing a punch. Okay. Out of Warcraft, this entire game is a highlight. But what now, Starbuck?
Hey, look at the demon level.
Yep.
Might be a good time to not turn on Immolation and save that mana for the Metamorphosis. It is daytime though, and all the Moonwells are fully empty. Starbuck here, I think he needs to get back to 50 supply, creep a little bit, and go for one more. Yeah, we're seeing the Popo here being sent from headquarters. He's actually not even gonna mine any more lumber, which is very smart if you think about it, because he's 48 out of 48.
Yeah.
Instead of getting one more farm, he's like, okay, I'll send these peasants, they're gonna die, I'm gonna replace them with army.
And he has 600
And-
gold and lumber anyway. I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Tome of Retraining on the Demon Hunter. Mana burn 3. No immolation anymore.
It's actually sick.
Yeah, both with few additions here. We also got a Spellbreaker to catch that Reju. And here we go
Gold Bone
again.
Shine,
Round
so
2.
sick. Need some Dryads. Just got one Dryad. Abolish is on the way. It's not complete yet. There's so many Water Elementals. Maybe just use some Wisp from the mine. Otherwise, it's going to be a struggle.
The Hydro homies are doing an insane amount of work, but the Demon Hunter also inches away from 6. You know what that means. Need to take care of that breaker. Tower not upgraded. Can't really.
One more unit. Need
There
6.
we go. Is that the savior? Is it Sky and WCG as Todd called out? Yeah, Starbuck gotta run. He's packing way too much of a punch.
Yeah, but there's Dryads to slow down some of the units. Starbuck's going to lose a whole bunch here.
One thing's for
got the-
sure. This is
They've got the
game.
same gold there.
A player's force.
Okay, 500 gold still for Colorful. And the slow against Metamorphosis is quite nice.
I was probably hoping he would kill more, but I mean, look at his human army. It's completely beat up.
Yeah.
And Starbuck's actually timing it well. He knows that Metamorphosis is almost done, so he's just going to go all the way around. But that tower was never going to work. That was ambitious. Naga almost 5 as well for Colorful. Would be a nice level to reach. But yeah, I meant in their gold mine. They had around the same gold. They both had 1800 at the time. Now,
A player's
Colorful's mining a little less because he's getting extra Moonwells at the back of the base somehow. He feels like they're safer there. But yeah, he did lose a bunch of Moonwells during the attack.
Level 4 Naga. One of the wind can prevent the staff. Mana burn. Something.
Starbuck should creep 5 on his Naga, I guess. That's his best chance probably here. And then, but the thing is the pressure is going to be on him to be the attacker eventually because Colorful can move his main to the expo.
A player's force.
Yeah, you gotta finish him. There's no chance. Also, 90
Colorful
seconds.
might wait
ammunition.
until next Metamorphosis, right?
It's 90 seconds.
That's why he's attacking. Yeah, I think Starbuck knows he has to win here.
Yeah. He's throwing the kitchen sink at Colorful. Will he catch it? Or will it hit him in the face? Vamp Aura as well. Super good. More regen. Oh my god, the regen this game on Colorful. Just absurd.
Clarity is really nice here because he's almost 5. So that Naga of Colorful is actually going to do so much damage if he can get that. He's also letting his Dryads load up on mana as much as possible to really get rid of those Water Elementals effectively. There's not too much time. I don't think Colorful can wait too long because those towers, I mean, I don't know if he's seeing them. The Lumber Mill is sick, by the way. If he kites all the way behind and blocks very well, he might be able to prevent like a lot of surface area.
It's the Yumiko special. That's level 5 though. One of the lures down. 30
Metamorphosis,
seconds.
30
to eliminate.
seconds.
Yeah. An unbelievable game. Water Elementals feed more and more experience, getting resummoned. Here's the Fortnightning on the other side. One of the wind coming in. Not dispelled immediately. He has it, but he didn't use it. Breaker falling too. Heal Scroll committed. That's the last one.
We've got 10 seconds on the Metamorphosis here. Bear staffing at the back. He's trying to catch some of them. Some of them come back a little too quick into the fight here. Towers at the back going up. It's 2 Arcane Towers. One more about to come out. Naga being targeted. There's still a bunch of mana here. 4 Lightning Lens. A lot of the units. There is Metamorphosis up, but it doesn't have the mana. But there are Moonwells at the back. And he made Wellspring already.
Colorful is supply block. Can't go for more army. That means no more bears with Reju. 2 of them safe to the side. Finally a shop for Starbuck. I feel like he could have needed that a little earlier. Maybe instead of 1 tower or something. But okay. Here we go with power build. Barely any resources left. The main bases have expired. This is it.
Colorful got Wellspring so late that game. He just finished recently. He was under so much pressure that he didn't even think of getting that with as many Moonwells as he had.
Just brute force Starbuck. Now fighting against the Tree of Eternity. Can that one transition even? It's gonna take forever.
Starbuck sent the last militia from his main. He literally has 0 units, no peasants left in his main. He's throwing everything he's got at Colorful. This is it. Metamorphosis is up.
Water Elemental dispelled. So many Dryads, but they might fall to the rifles here. Can he survive the Demon Hunter? He has to.
Colorful is probably thinking, should I use Wisps here for this, or should I save them to mine at the expo?
The Shredder is a good target on the right-hand side. Fork Lightning. No Metamorphosis. Demon Hunter at 50%. There we go. Is this the end for Starbuck? Down to 40. Breakers, rifles, they're all falling. And Colorful is not getting lured into the towers. This is too much. He can't handle it anymore, and he can't even kite too much. He's blocking himself to a degree. Level 7 on the Demon Hunter. And I guess this is the end of the road for Starbuck. GG.
Damn. God damn, what a sick game. Wonderful back and forth. This was a great showing. Great series by Starbuck. Great performance by him in this tournament. Not quite enough in the end, but dude, did he make it close. And I would say, if he had played not just this map, but this whole series a bit cleaner, he certainly could have won this series.
Yeah, there are for sure a couple of mistakes that maybe he could have avoided, but it's... I never want to focus too much on the mistakes, and also, like, I really want to praise his performance. Like, one of the best elf in the world, he pushed him to the limits, and up until the last fight, we weren't really sure. I guess maybe not the last fight, the one before that, we weren't really sure who was going to win. So mad props to Starbuck for playing as well as he did. Like, his preparation really showed, and maybe if he can iron a few more things out, perhaps next time he'd be able to get the win here. That was really sick.
Yeah, I want to echo that sentiment. Hawk against Lawlight playing really well, and Starbuck here almost with a breakout performance, but Colorful, one of the best night elves in the world, just also one of the best. This feels bad, man. Starbuck, Warcraft, always here in the finals, always performing well, but the deep dives into the bracket, that's still missing. So we have another game, and that is the quarterfinal. Lawlight versus Colorful. The two favorites prevail. But man, what a wild ride. I wouldn't fault Colorful if he needs a break now. That was crazy.
Yeah, Colorful also for the late hour, definitely on sharp and on points. I really like the way he played the whole series. Some good decisions. A few mistakes himself, but great performance. And now he goes up against Lawlight in a matchup in which I think he excels as well.
Night Elf Mirror coming up indeed, and Todd's not playing the weekly tonight. That's so sad.
One day maybe.
What are you doing with your evening then?
Maybe watching a little bit on and off, watching some show, and then I'll stream probably a bit later. But I'm banned in 4v4, so...
You're banned in 4v4?
Yeah.
Why?
Because some guy who plays with me and argues with a bunch of people also happens to be a moderator. So, of course, when the opportunity came, he fucking banned me.
Okay.
Justice for Todd. Justice for Todd. We need an appeal.
Hashtag free Todd.
Oh, man. You want to cast the Night Elf Mirror as well, or are you gone now, Todd?
I need to eat and stuff. So.
Need to eat and stuff, of course.
How about you guys? Thank you for having me. Much
Thank
love and,
you
laters.
for joining us. Always welcome, man. Take care. See you in the chat. See you on stream.
See you.
See you later.
Big kisses, Remo.
Absolutely.
Go send him back.
I didn't hear what you said.
Kisses, Remo.
Kisses, yeah. Of course. Kisses, Todd.
Always one of the greatest guys. Okay, Night of Mirror coming up. Lawlight versus Colorful. We are here to celebrate W3Champions, everybody. The best server in the history of the game. It has everything you want. An updated map pool, great matchmaking, 30 servers across the entire world, the entire Earth. So it doesn't matter where you're from. South America, Antarctica, China, Australia. We got servers for you, everybody. It's fair matchmaking, and this is done by some math PhD people who know exactly what they do. The algorithms, I don't even know how to look at them. That's how advanced they are. And it doesn't matter if you're coming back to the game or starting fresh with the game, or if you're playing for the past 15 years. We got leaks for all of you. And if you think like one-on-one competitive, that's really not my thing. I'm more the fun game guy. We got letters for you there as well. We recently added Dota. And my God, I'm so exhausted. I can't even go through with this one. They're also looking for help, by the way, if you want to help with moderating. feel free to reach out on their Discord if you want to help coding. They're looking for people who can do JavaScript, C#, .NET, jQuery, Rust, TypeScript, and Node. All helping hands, much appreciated. Also, if you can do graphics work or just feel like you're good in project management or social media or whatever, feel free to reach out. Every new person is welcome. And a lot of you, all of you, are welcome at Scale Tippers as well. They're sponsoring this tournament with $1,000 and also through us a very, very nice $100 donation. Scale Tippers is providing nutrition guides and exercise guides for the long-term goals that you might have. Get off your lazy asses, get off the couch, go away with the frozen pizza and the ordering burgers. They got it all for you. Check it out, thescaletippers.com. They got a fine YouTube channel where they explain everything and show you how it's done. And they also got an Instagram account, present a nice few stories with tips for your exercise, your workout plans, and of course, the nutrition. And what's better than if your coach is also a Warcraft fan? We've seen the people early in the chat. They're laddering as well. So in between workouts and in between cooking, you can talk with them about Warcraft. It's awesome. And we're very thankful that they are by our side. Scale Tippers in the chat. I'm out of breath. I might need one of these coachings. And then we're back in a bit with the Night Elf Mirror Decision quarterfinal coming up. Who joins Cini and Sock? Is it Lawlight or is it Colorful?